Are we live yet? Hi, everybody. Sorry we're late. We are late getting in here.
Give me some room, lady.
Is it too much in the room? I'm trying to get some space here. Hey, guys. Oh, you didn't shut that door. I said shut the door. No, it's
door.
not shut.
What's going on, everybody? We are, like normal, hustling and bustling.
Hustling to get in here. It looks like Gossmania is in here. Hey, Jerusha. How are you? I don't think it's everybody. The hubby because he usually goes to bed early for work. Hey, how are you, Lori? Look at LG Homestead in here. How are you? I've missed you. Oh. I almost bought grapes today because I was thinking about you, but I couldn't find them for a good price. So I'm holding out for a better price because grapes get eaten really fast around here.
Grapes be getting eaten.
They get getting eaten. Getting eaten. Hey, Cool Gamer. How are you? Hey, Garrett. Hey, Lazy Days Ahead, Jesse and Lisa. Still no ranch of grapes. I know I don't have any grapes. If I had grapes, we could do it because we do have ranch. But we don't have any grapes. So I'm holding out. I'm holding out for a good price grapes.
Being a cheapskate.
I am being a cheapskate because you know what?
What?
I just went to Costco today and got a lot of groceries that actually wasn't a lot of groceries. And it was like a normal grocery haul. No, rewind. It was a normal grocery cost. And it wasn't a normal haul. So it cost as much as a normal like big purchase would do. Mm-hmm. And it was like half of what I would normally get. It was crazy. Hey, Sarah and John, how are you? Hey, Caleb. John or Sarah, I did get your email. I didn't get a chance to respond to your text either. I did get your email. I wanted to show Eric. He's been so busy at work this week. I don't think he's seen it either. So I did get your email and we will look at it tomorrow night and get back to you. Hey, Ariel Viking Venture and Victuals. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I am getting you have this bright light. Is this light too bright? I like it better like that because it's not like, I think it's like right in my eyeballs. I look like a zombie look. Maybe a robot.
Well,
because I'm wearing my glasses because it's like better. I like my eyes better. I'm feeling better.
You like your eyes better?
I can see better. Yes, come in.
Don't turn like that. People can see her. You can see her.
My hair?
Can I have dessert?
Get out of here.
I don't care.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I have dessert? I got some dessert for you.
Inflation. That's exactly what it is, Garrett. Exactly what it is.
Well, a man, a wise young man.
Who's that? Gary?
Yeah.
Of course.
What's going on, everybody? So glad to see you. Hiking with Jackie Boy is in the easy. We were watching a show the other day with the kids, and a couple different episodes they started doing that was
Oh my gosh, it was so funny.
I just couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
Brought back some good memories.
It was so funny.
Good memories.
Sorry, I'm looking at something real quick before I get I'm trying to pull my stuff up over here.
Miss Jackie Saylor is in here. What's going on?
Hey, Jackie, how are you?
Glad to see you.
That's what I need to do. Get this. I'm looking at trying to get a person on our live, and I got to get the information down so that I can get the right information down. I'm
confused. I'm trying to figure out.
What are you trying to figure out?
Caleb.
What did Caleb
say? Can Dad read his text? I don't have a text.
I text him, he says. Dad just said it right there. Dad can read his text.
I probably will. You don't have to if you don't want.
Let's say.
Of course, it's always learning, so that is up to you.
I just need a yes or no, he says. Hey, Gilliam Farms is in here. How are you?
What's going on?
Okay, so I'm back from my trip.
Yeah, maybe we should reintroduce you.
Reintroduce us because you haven't been on. You weren't on here when I was.
I'm still producing videos. People know who I am.
I literally put a short out today. Put out a short 2 days ago. I put out all kinds of stuff.
Nobody knows who you are. They forgot about you.
Literally put out our last full length video. That was me. Just saying. So everybody knows who I am. Also, I went live last week, Eric, when you were in the garden.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, I did try getting on.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm good. First day of clear fluid down. 3 more to go. Then surgery. 3 or 4 more. 5 clear liquid. Oh my goodness, Jackie. When are you getting surgery? 3 more to go. So 3 more days you're getting surgery. Monday. So 3 days down. So then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you're getting Monday. You're having surgery. Let me know and I'll put you on my prayer list. And that way I'll be praying for you.
Yes.
on Monday while you're getting surgery. Monday. Okay, good. Hey, Dawn, how are you? I know who Monica is. See? Monica and who? Lori says. Yeah, so last Thursday I went live because I really was like feeling like anxious. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want people to miss us and forget about us and then not come back on next weekend or next Thursday because I love doing our lives and bypass surgery. Awesome. Well, I'll be praying for you. I'm sure it's going to go well. That's a pretty, I think it's a standard surgery. People do
What
a
kind
lot
of bypass?
Like,
heart bypass?
Well, I think a lot of bypass surgeries are pretty standard nowadays. No, if she's on clear fluids, it's probably not a bypass like that, heart bypass. I'm still awake and so glad to be here for once. See, yay. It's because the
That's what I'm
lights keep
talking
you.
about.
Maybe it is a heart bypass. Whatever it is, Jackie, we got you. We're praying for you. So, here's the thing. I didn't want everybody to not know that we were still coming on because we didn't come on for the week before because I was traveling that first day. So 2 Thursdays ago, gastric bypass. Okay. We'll be praying for you. That made more sense because you were saying clear fluids. You have to have the fluid diet. Okay. Makes sense. Got it. We'll be praying for you. See, to get skinny. Oh my gosh. Hey, Regina, I don't know if I responded to your email, but hopefully I did. I think I did. And I think I responded. Anyway, I got you. Okay. Just so you know, I'm sending you something. So anyway, that being said, 2 Thursdays ago, I was traveling. We left early in the morning. We packed up everybody after 2 days of packing and getting everything together. We left last Thursday and we went to Maryland. We drove 2 days. Oh, you were happy we were gone? No, I didn't think so. But it was a really good visit. We got in late Friday night. It had rained so much on Friday we were driving, and that is such an anxiety thing for me. I don't love storms. I'm okay if I'm home, but if I have to go out in stormy weather, it really makes me nervous. It makes me physically I want to throw up. I feel so scared and I start getting nervous and scared and it just makes me all ooh, inside. So when we were driving, it was really cool because my dad knows I get like that a little bit. My sister knows about that. So she kind of was watching where we were and making sure we were good. And then Abigail knows, and my kids know I get a little bit that way. So it was really cool because
I think the giveaway though is when you're in the corner of the room rocking back and forth.
But no, it's cool. Okay, I did email me. I'm glad I emailed you, Regina, because I couldn't remember. It was a crazy busy time. So anyway, I will say though that it was really fun. We got there finally. We stopped in different places strategically, and we missed all the storms, which was excellent. We weren't driving in much bad weather. We were just driving in some rainy weather, which was awesome. And so we got in late Friday night into Maryland, and Saturday morning, bright and early, was my nephew's baseball game. And then we got to go to my family reunion. And then on Sunday, we were there for Father's Day with my grandfather and my dad. And sorry, I left you here. But Caleb was here, so that was good. I had 7 of the 8 kids with me. So Eric got to spend Father's Day with his dad and his oldest son. So it was 3 generations right there. It's pretty cool. Are you mad about it?
I'm just listening to your story.
So anyway, it was really cool. It was a good trip, and I was really happy that I could get a chance to go there and do all that. So yeah. So, and then last week when we were on the way home, I was like, I miss going live. I miss rambling and having people just type in the chat. Miss you guys. So I wanted to come on, and so I popped in right at 8:00 after I said no live tonight. I popped in just enough while I was driving to chat with you guys. So some of you guys saw me and I appreciate it. And some of you guys missed me, and that's okay because I said there was no live. But poor Eric was out in the garden still.
Well, it's not poor Eric. Look, that's the lifestyle that we live. And
I'm super thankful for it.
Sometimes you got to pick up the slack where it is.
Yeah.
But I'll say that last week, man, good grief almighty, that heat was, it was a killer. Yeah. I think Tuesday or Wednesday was the hottest. It was the real feel of 118 degrees. It felt like I was in Arizona, like I was out in the middle of the desert. It was miserable. And I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
Well, it was gorgeous in Maryland. And
good. I'm glad you had a good time.
Thank you, Ariel. Yeah, no, I will say, it was really nice in Maryland, but I think the nicest part about it was I didn't feel so rushed. I was able to spend time with people. We were able to spend time with your brother and sister-in-law, and the kids, my nephew and my nephews and nieces. And it was really nice that way. It was a really good visit. And the kids didn't have to like rush everywhere. It was kind of a slower visit too. The kids got to go kayaking in the Magothy River, kind of have a little beach there where my brother-in-law lives. Hey, Tina Ladybug, how are you? But yeah, we didn't get home to cold weather though. We came home to heat as well. I was out in the garden 2 days ago picking some beans and yeah, kind of messing in the garden. And let me just tell you, I stayed out there a little longer than I should have. This past Saturday, we picked a bunch of beans. I canned up another like 9.5 quarts of beans once we got home. And that was really fun. That was really good. But I'm going to tell you what, Sunday, I had a headache so bad. So, yeah.
Because you're not drinking enough.
Probably not. Yeah. The heat ain't nothing. See?
I think she was out in the Middle East. Okay. That's different.
Oh, John and Sarah?
Yeah. I think they were over in Iraq or something like that. It was the Magothy River.
It was the Magothy River. We were over on Sillery Bay in the Pasadena area. So it was the Magothy River right there. And they have this like amazing little like beach area that's kind of sectioned off. It was really cool. And the coolest thing is that like the area that was sectioned off, it was only like, what are you looking for?
Oh, I just noticed like went back over here and behind me, it was something that I never noticed before, but it's because we're angled differently.
Oh yeah.
It's the homeschool stuff back here.
Yeah, the homeschool stuff. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Anyway, no, the Magothy River, and they have this section that's like sectioned off or whatever. And even my little one, Ezekiel, who's only 7, could literally like fall off the kayak and still stand up in it. It would only be like right above his belly button. It was like a little higher than waist deep for him. It wasn't even like that chest deep where you feel like it's taking your breath away because it's kind of deeper on you. Hey, Crazy Ed, how are you? Huh?
Did Scott
sneak in here? Scott, how are you? How did you get in here?
And Ed snuck in here?
I didn't see Scott come in here. How are you? I just saw him start posting stuff. Thank you.
Is that the right way?
What? Ed's Crazy Adventures? Snuck? Sneaked?
Is that a real word? Snuck?
Snucked? Snucked?
Wow. I have to work on my English.
I think it's sneaked.
Is it sneaked?
Sneaked.
With
a K. I have a joke for you. I have a joke for you, by the way.
Is this a dumb dad joke?
It is definitely a dad joke. Are you ready?
No, I'm not interested.
You don't want to hear it? It's funny.
I don't like dad jokes. You know that. Why would you?
This is a funny joke.
All right. What are the stakes? If I laugh, what do I get? Or what do you get? I guess I should say.
I don't know. Well, Scott said he's doing ninja today. He's like full ninja. Wait, hold it. Wait, they say, were you over in the sandbox? That's what Dawn said. Okay. So ready for the joke? You don't get anything. You just get a good laugh. Or at least I get a good laugh.
Well, that sounds pretty dumb.
I think Lori's going to like this one.
All right.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Okay. Are you ready?
You're making me smile just because you're smiling.
Are you ready? What's the difference between toilet paper and wallpaper? What?
I don't know.
That's nasty. You don't know the difference between toilet paper and wallpaper? That's a joke. Because you don't know the difference between toilet paper and wallpaper. I know the difference between toilet paper and wallpaper. That's a funny joke.
That's not funny.
That's a funny joke. That's not dumb. That is funny.
I'm want to encourage everybody, because that joke was so bad, to do a thumbs down just for Monica.
What? Lori said that's dumb? What? It's dumb that he didn't know the difference? Because I certainly know the difference between wallpaper and toilet paper. And he's the one that said he didn't know the difference. And now Scott's saying, hello, guys.
They're trying to like ease out of this uncomfortable feeling of not knowing the difference between wallpaper and toilet paper.
Ariel said nobody wants to use toilet paper on their walls. And Tina said hopefully the toilet paper is soft.
Man, I'm really far behind.
Dad joke. Son asks his dad if trees poop. Dad responds, son, where do you think number 2 pencils come from?
Who wrote that?
And Jackie said that means Eric wipes his hands on the wall. 2 dozen pizza cards. John said, I'll go for 1. Oh no. See, that was good.
I like how people have like emojis ready. Like they come in with all their emojis ready. I'd be on my phone like having to figure out where in the world the stupid drum is.
You just type in the word drum and it comes up on your phone.
Dawn's got the...
You just type in the word drum and it comes up on your phone, emoji drum.
But she's got the snare drum like on the ready. She's like, guys, I can see her now. She's at home. She's like, guys, not now. I gotta get my emojis ready.
She said, the flip-flop farmer is in the house. Is that Christine or is Johnny wearing flip-flops? I'm wondering if that's Christine or Johnny. But yes.
These jokes are horrible.
Gilliam Farms is in the house. You have a better one? Frontier Survival's in here. Hello. Thank you for coming in and joining us.
Heath, I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry.
He didn't hear the jokes. So
you don't need to. You don't need to. These jokes are horrible.
He said, ask them. I'm going to have to ask them tonight about the flip-flop farmer.
Just out of curiosity, where did you come up with that corny joke?
I saw it on YouTube. She said, I live alone. I got time.
Who said that?
Dawn Raby. Johnny is the flip-flop broke farmer. Well, then I'll have to ask why Scott is referring to him as that. So that'll be a question tonight when Gilliam Farms comes on. It was so funny. I watched the replay. I could not sleep last night. I literally just could not get to sleep. My brain was going at 3,000 miles an hour.
No way.
Way faster than normal. And I could not get myself settled down. And
you didn't get any lavender?
Southern Roots, Alaskan Branches. Nice to see you in here. Thank you so much.
Hey, what's going on?
No, I couldn't. I didn't even want to get up to get lavender. I was just tired, but I didn't want to get up.
Have these folks been in here before?
I don't think so. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, Gilliam Farms sent me.
I'm going to tell you what. I
like
that thumbnail.
You're liking the thumbnail.
That's
Crazy Ed. Let's see.
Rack on his back.
Crazy Ed said, I'm tired and have to stay up all night to smoke 2 butt roasts tonight for work tomorrow. Yep, they should have started smoking them earlier. Ed, why did you not start smoking them earlier, man?
I'd be liking some
smoked meat.
But
Team Tate, Eric, stupid. There's a guy named Ali that's the flip-flop farmer on YouTube. He's got a new caretaker of I'm a Survivor Sanctuary in Plum Grove, Tennessee. I think TN. That's cool. Team Tate Outdoors is in here. Donovan and Linda. I saw them on last night. They were on. I took a screenshot of like where he started talking about, and I wanted to send it to you today. But
is he still talking about the cornhole thing?
No. Okay. So kind of. But yes.
Is he living in the past still?
No, but we have to get him down here so that we can have a meetup with them. Yes, he is invited officially by me. And he's going to bring the boards, and we're going to have a cornhole team face off or something. Family against family.
Oh.
I'm not good at cornhole though.
You're not on my team. You're out.
It'll be family against family.
Caleb's in.
Okay, you can have Caleb. Anyway, so no, like he was on last night. He was on Vineyard Farmhouse with Brian, and both him and Linda. And the kids were kind of coming in and out, but it was so cute because it was really cool. I have to say the conversation was great. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely go back and check out Team Tate Outdoors. They have a link in their community tab or go right over to the Vineyard Farmhouse. They were on there last night, the Vineyard Farmhouse. They were awesome. And he went in there and they talked to Brian, and he was just like talking about the Lord and how the Lord is using him and like what they want to do for their future plans for their home and what they want to do as they get older and their kids are maybe moving out and how they want to give back to, you know, what they've been given by the Lord. The Lord's given them this beautiful place and they're building this home. And it was just really awesome. And I just like absolutely love them. I just think they're amazing. And so it was really cool to hear them and see, look, he says we need to meet up. Yes, exactly. But he was up really early yesterday because he was recording for an episode for an outdoors TV show, like an outdoor thing. He's big time. He's big time. But he was
autographed.
I know. You have him on video though. Oh, we don't have a video of that.
No, I deleted it.
I have videos of it.
I was so angry. I deleted it.
Did not.
Now I regret doing that.
Oh, wait. Ed said, because I don't have to have them ready until 10 tomorrow morning. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Sorry, Ed. So anyway, but it was really cool. His conversation with Brian was amazing. It was really good. It was good conversation. So make sure you go and check that out if you get a chance. Is that a QR code? Yes, Lori. It is a QR code.
You know, we should
look at it right there.
You were so far off. What are you doing?
I want to say it's right there, but it's there. So you can click the QR code. Like if you're just like watching on your TV and you take your phone, you're all like, boom, put it up, and it takes you to our link tree. Isn't that awesome? And I got a sticker made for the back of our truck. And I'm going to make one for his car. And I'm so excited about it.
What's weird, though, is ever since we put it on the back of our truck, we've been getting a lot of hate mail.
Yeah. No, I'm joking. Oh, but I can't cut people off anymore. That's for sure.
You have to drive.
I wasn't cutting people off before. Yeah. Hey, Jeannie, how are you? Ooh, what are you making for dinner? You know, we're always asking. Eric already ate dinner tonight. I have been very diligent about having dinner ready early this week because I am trying to make sure I'm staying on my fasting schedule and be done eating before 7. Of course, last night was terrible and I ate late, but every other day this week I've done well. It's only the 4th day of the week, so it's not that great. I had a QR for business cards. Yeah, I think it's great. Jackie, I like literally created it myself. Isn't that so cool? So you can do like this thing, you can buy this app or not even buy it. It was like a free app. And then I like watched a video and I got credits and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I customized it. So awesome. And it even says, you can't see it really on here, but it says our name at the very top. So you can like, it says Bland Thomas Land Ranch at the very top. It has all the QR code and then our little logo.
Where are you pointing?
Like if this was the square.
This square?
Inside Outdoors TV
right
on the
there.
Outdoor channel. I know I can't reach it. Right there.
I don't think you really need to go in front of my mouth.
I do. My hand's not that. I have to like lean in. Okay.
Be careful. You're going to throw your back out again.
I am.
Fillet steak, baked potato, and salad, toasted bread.
What? That's amazing.
That's more than dinner. That's like.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
That's like somebody going out to dinner. Like you got leftover hamburgers and salad that you brought home, I think.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
Sorry, it was leftover night. We have a lot of leftovers in there. We had a full week of fresh meals. Tonight is leftover night for sure. You can create your own QR codes and Canva and also Google or Goggle Docs for it. Probably Google. I'm thinking Google, not Goggle. But it could be Goggle Docs.
Goggle Docs?
Yeah, it's the best. Eric has looked all day with me with my hand in front of his face. Oh, yeah, don't talk about food. We're not talking about food tonight. Jackie Taylor's on liquid. Caleb, we were given permission earlier to hit the thumbs down. That's true. Eric told everybody to hit the thumbs down because I told
a bad joke.
The dad joke.
No, it was a bad joke.
It was a dad joke.
And that means it was bad.
It was good. It was funny. I was laughing out loud when I saw that and I watched the short over again because it was funny. Actually, I think it was on Instagram. So
why do you have hearts over there?
Oh, people were laughing.
Smiley face. What is that?
Coming from the chat thing.
From Facebook?
From Instagram. I mean, from YouTube. You can do it on YouTube. You never seen that in your chat?
What?
You never seen that?
Do people see that?
Yeah, people see that. Hold on, ready? Go to the live.
Make sure you thumbs us up while
and
you're
look,
in there.
You can go to these things. Oh, you can't see it on mine right now. But yeah, sometimes you have these like little like hearts and stuff you can do. And you can click. I don't know. They're here somewhere. Oh, Jackie Sailor said thumbs down.
Jackie Sailor?
Boo.
That's how bad Monica's joke was.
Got me wanting to get that T-bone steak out of the freezer. Sadly, I can't eat a full steak anymore. Yeah. I started spamming. Oh, that was Caleb started spamming us. Probably. Okay. Anyway, no, you have like this little thing here sometimes. And I can't do it right now, but mine will come up with these little pieces on the side and you can.
Look, someone's hearting it in.
Yeah, see?
Someone's hearting it.
You can hit the hearts and stuff. See?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, see, it's cool.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't see it on all of my lives that I go to, though. So I'm not sure exactly what that's all about or like who gets it or how many people get it. So,
no, I don't know.
They have this thing on YouTube called Stories. YouTube Stories, but not everybody has them. So we ended up having the option to put stories up. And so we started using stories and I really liked it. And we're not getting that many subscribers from it, but we're getting here every now and then. We're getting like, I think we're getting like maybe 10 more subscribers a week, which is awesome. And I'm super excited about that. And then they started saying they're taking the feature away. Hey, Dave, how are you? And so I was kind of bummed because I really liked the feature. like that part of it, being able to have the stories, because I kind of like to post that instead of posting it as a short. I like to post it as a reel or a story, like Instagram reels, YouTube stories are fun. Stories in Facebook too. Oh, this is your first live here, and what did it say? And y'all's energy is awesome. Well, thank you very much. No,
Monica's energy is awesome because I'm about to go to sleep.
Lori, stories on YouTube. So they have stories on YouTube, story on Instagram, stories on Facebook. But the stories on YouTube are going away. And they keep your stories for up to 6 days. It's kind of cool because you can see people seeing them. You can comment on stories. But if you click on, we have stories right now on ours. So if you go to click on the spot on our name, if you actually click on if you go to our page, right? And then you go to the actual thing right there, you can click that and it'll show you our stories. And this is some of my stories from the kitten and then the green beans and then all the other stories. So it shows you the stories itself. Super cool. I love them. I don't know why we didn't get them, but I thought it was really neat that I see them on some other people's pages. So I thought that was really fun. Maybe try to see if you can upload, like Lori, when you go to upload a post, it'll say like upload button or whatever. It'll give you option of doing like shorts or video or whatever. See if it offers you upload to stories, because that's where I first saw it too. Oh, there's an Amber Alert. Oh, 14-year-old and 11-year-old. Sheesh, that's terrible. I actually watched a video the other day on how the Amber Alert system came to be. It was very interesting. I like history stuff like that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Lori, go see if it's available because it might be there. You never know. They're going to be going away soon, but it's an option and it's kind of a cool feature. And it's a way for me to continue to post. See, Eric, people do know who I am because I'm the one that posts the stories. See?
Well, what do you mean? There's nobody in here that doesn't already know you.
Well, you just know they are brand new. See, Southern Roots, Alaskan branches.
They were really probably brought here because of me.
It was Gilliam Farms. They just said they came over from Gilliam Farms. So it wasn't because of you.
Because of me.
Not because of you. I'm the one that invited Gilliam Farms here.
Because I told you to?
No, because I wanted to. That's cool. Maybe I don't have any spare space for extra tabs on my YouTube page. That could be it. Well, it's not like a tab either. I don't know. The YouTube stories is going away.
I don't know. Most people, I know we've talked, I'm not going to bring up how we do videos on a phone, but do most people, in the chat here, how do you watch YouTube? For me, I only use the phone because
I only use the phone to watch YouTube.
It's more like in between if I'm trying to kill time or if I have a few minutes to look something up or whatever. I'm typically working off my phone, which the funny thing is that even when I'm at work, I prefer just to pop on my phone because it's quicker than it is.
Pooch is in here. Full blown country. How are you?
What's going on? And Gwen, you too. Didn't get to say hi to you and everybody else that I didn't.
I am not telling you a story. I told you a story earlier. Rambling with the Broom said phone. They use phone. Gilliam Farms watches their iPad. Southern Roots, Alaskan branches. What's your names? If you don't mind me asking you, I'll have to go stalk your page and find your names if it doesn't say in there. But phone mostly for them too. Phone for Jackie. Yeah. Oh, Lori says she watches with her eyes.
Oh, that's very witty.
TV, computer, or smart TV. Okay, so yeah, and see, I think your mom and dad watch this on the TV. Yeah, or on the TV at night, Gilliam Farms. Yeah.
See, and that's maybe it's because our TV isn't smart enough.
Yeah.
But I like the phone because you can interact better than you can if you're on the TV.
Yeah, me too. Phone and TV. There you go.
Because there are some things that I've mentioned to Mom about the channel, and she doesn't even see them because she's working off
on
of the TV.
Yeah, I think so too. So Ed watches on the phone.
But I also wonder if it's like a generational thing.
Could be. I use all phone mostly at work. Yeah. Watch on the TV a lot. Yeah. And so I think that it could be a thing where, he's doing that. People are watching on the phone, watching on the TV. And so they're not seeing some of these features. But if you're watching it if you're watching on the TV, you may not see some of the features. If you're watching on the phone, you may be able to see the features of the YouTube stories.
Yeah. So
Eric, at least I know the difference between wallpaper and toilet paper. That's true. You got him.
Got him.
At the apartment, I only watched On the TV, I had cable. Here, I mostly watch on laptop. Oh, yeah, the computer too, yeah.
Who's that?
I can see how the whole 2020 thing might have confused you. Yeah,
Hey,
Dawn said she's the one that was watching the TV.
2020, use what you got to use.
2020, we had toilet paper.
Pine needles.
We had toilet paper.
Regular
We don't have pine
leaves.
trees anymore, so.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we have one out back.
How many do you need?
We don't need any pine trees. They're all just going to fall down anyway.
That one was fresh. It made you feel fresh.
We can watch the comments on TV, but can only add comments via my phone. Yeah.
Right.
With videos that I'll comment on, I will use the phone to comment, but I got a smart TV. Yeah.
See, and that's the thing too that I've really enjoyed about having the phone. Makes it easier.
That's true.
Because you can just do the voice text thing.
Mm-hmm.
But on the TV, and maybe some of the smart ones, you can do that through the remote or whatever. Or they just said that they can't do that, right?
Dawn. Yeah, that's what Ariel said. With the videos that I'll comment on, I will use the phone to comment, but I got a smart TV. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Eric takes them out with his drone. He takes out the trees with his drone. You're right. I really can't keep up with the chat and acknowledge everyone on the phone. Yeah, it's definitely hard to keep up with it sometimes if you're in a really big live and you see all the stuff going on with the phone. Sometimes it's hard to see it all on the phone. If you're watching it on a TV, I don't even know. Now on the computer, I will scroll back up. If I'm watching on the laptop and I'm in a chat and it's going crazy, I will scroll easier on a laptop. I like watching on our laptop.
Now, I will say that's one benefit on the laptop is if you're in a chat where you can just @ somebody and it will auto-populate.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That's great. When you're on your phone, that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
And then you feel rude. Because there's been times where I go in the chats and I'll just listen if I'm on the phone. I won't even say anything.
Yeah.
Because
you don't want to feel bad when you can't say hi to everybody.
Well, plus I'm like, man, I don't want to type everybody's name out.
That's how mine is on the phone. It is so hard. Like on the phone, a lot of times at nighttime, I'll get on lives or I'll see people on and I want to get on and I'm all like, hi guys, I'm on my phone. I can't comment. I feel bad because then I'll know like maybe 6 people in the chat that I know their like real names and I'll say there you go. And I'll say their real name and I'll be like, hi, instead of saying out their channel name. But if I don't know the rest of their channel names, like if I know your channel, but I don't know your actual name, then I feel like a heel. So yeah, everything on your phone, I'm lost on a laptop. See? And his name is Josh. That's Josh with the big.
I'm not going to remember.
Horns
I'll try, but I'm not going to remember.
On his backpack.
Yeah. I need a good set of horns like that on my backpack.
Lori said Eric thinks he's so popular. Everyone wants to say hi to him.
Everybody, thank you guys so much for coming in.
Hey, Heard That Outdoors, how are you?
Heard That Outdoors came here to see me. Thank you so much for coming in.
You know, they do a bunch of work up in Terrell. They do work in Rockwall and Greenville. Like, they're all over the place. They're like, they go all around our community basically doing work.
We should do a Texas meetup. And if you're not in Texas, you're not welcome.
Okay, Texas is huge. There would be so many people here. And why would you do that?
And everybody that's in Oklahoma just has to sit at the border and look across and think, that's what heaven's going to look like.
Oh, my goodness. I do not stand by the words that he says all the time.
Oh, my goodness. That's good stuff right there.
You realize that we're having Oklahomans, like Oklahomians? Oklahomians?
Oklahomians.
Oklahomians. Homians?
Oklahomies.
Oklahomies on the show tonight.
Oh, shoot. Why didn't you tell me that?
That's why I always use first names or just one name of their channel and never at the @ symbol. Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me that before I started being rude to people?
I like editing on the iMac better. Okay, wait, Jackie, what do you do if it's like a stinking long name? Like Blands. You just say Blands, right? Makes sense. But what happens if it's like something you can't shorten? Have you ever had that happen? She said, fine. Despite what they say, do not use Mullen for TP if you have sensitive skin. No, we're not using Mullen. Mullen. I don't know how to say it.
See?
Yeah, we're in Northeast Oklahoma.
Now I did it.
What? Scott's not even invited. That's rude. You're invited.
Well, he can come visit because he's a Canadian. We'll
You're going to let him come beyond the border and come into Texas?
I'll let him stand at the Oklahoma border.
Hey, Dale, how are you? Thank you for coming in here. Oh, Okies, that's it. Not Oklahomians.
Nobody knows.
Okies. There you go.
Nobody really knows.
Okies, I love it.
What do you mean you love it?
What did Randy say? Randy said we do the same thing, watching TV and you don't find the comments.
But why are you saying you love it like that's the first time you ever heard that?
What? Okies? Yeah, I didn't think about it. It lost my mind. Oh,
You lost your mind?
I lost it in my mind. Go down, keep going.
Hold on.
You're so far behind.
I want to see what Heard That has to say. Let's see what
look, Jesse says, Eric, you might be the only one at the meetup if you would make it only Texans. You're not even a Texan.
He wouldn't come?
No, he's not coming to your little Texas meetup.
He's right. He's just here with us.
He's not doing it. We
do the same thing, watch on the TV and use our phones to comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's talking about the Okies. Am I way too slow tonight?
I'll cross to get to you. Jackie says, if I didn't know y'all's name, I'd say hi, Blands. Okay, that makes sense.
My backpack is heavy. It causes shoulder dislocation. I hear you.
That's not good.
I have to crash a meetup. She's just going to pop in. And Dale's everywhere anyway.
We're not even Texans. I think I'm just
offending everybody.
Ed said, I lived in Texas most of my life, so I'll be there.
I mean, look.
Ariel said, don't use poison ivy for TP unless you have a cast iron skin.
Yikes.
Yeah, Eric is highly allergic to poison ivy, so we are not doing that. No, that's me too. That's me. Too slow. LOL. I would go only if you let Miss Ann and Scott go to the meetup. Accepted.
All right, everybody would be welcome.
Everybody would always be welcome.
Everyone's always welcome.
Yes.
I'm just goofing.
Yeah, Pooch is the only one that would be allowed to that. It'd be Pooch and Jesse because we're not even Texans.
And Heard That.
Heard That, yeah. And so it'd be Randy, Jesse and Lisa, and Pooch
and Southern
Tish. And that's even if Tish is a Texan.
Southern Roots, Alaskan branches can come.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Because he's from Alaska. So that's okay.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll just make special exceptions.
And look, Lori just reiterated, like I said, Eric just thinks everyone wants to say hi to him.
I really do appreciate everybody coming in to say hi to me.
Wait, who put the Chilean flag out, Caleb? What are you saying is the Chilean flag? What are you talking about?
Lori doesn't even have a TV.
She don't even have a TV. She's watching on her phone or laptop. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Jesse has only been in Texas for 60 years. He's not even a Texan either.
He's been in Texas for 60 whole years.
Did he come here when he was like, but he's not even 60 yet. He can't be 60 yet. He's over 60? Did he come here when he was like 60? When he was like 2 months old?
Wow.
Maybe he's 60 in 2 months.
You're really pouring it on thick there.
Okay, meet up plane on Promised Land Ranch. Bring your own bull. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
How far behind him? All right,
you're really far behind.
I gotta scroll. I'm not that far.
Tish is a Texan. Okay, I got it. There you go. So she's welcome there.
Who's flying the Chilean flag?
I don't know, Caleb. What are you doing? Whose flag are you?
Well, because I don't know that there's a Texas flag on your emojis.
Oh.
So a lot of times people use that flag as a backup. Hold on, what are you doing?
Full Blown Country put the. Oh, he put the.
Yeah. See, look here.
Oh.
So the Texas flag, wherever Heard That, they have it on their thumb. Go scroll down.
Heard That right there.
Yeah. Throw that.
Yes, come in.
Throw that thing up there. Right there. Throw that up there. See, that's a Texas flag.
Yeah. What?
We never got this turkeys from that girl.
We're gonna do it tomorrow. Thank you. Give it up. Yes, they do. We do live close to them. Yes.
Don't come here.
Yeah, you're like really close to us, I think. Yeah. I know. See, we need to have a meetup. Eric, we'd only come say hi to Monica. You should know that by now.
Look, in all fairness, I know I'm just trying to make myself feel better. Everybody wants to say hi to Monica.
Oh, wait, he's not even from Alaska. I'm a born and raised Alabaman. Am I saying that right? Alabama. That's a lot of A's. Alabaman, actually. Moved to Alaska 5 years ago.
Let's go.
He's an Alabaman Alaskan.
Maybe, was it worth it? Let's ask that.
Gosh.
Was it good to get out of the heat?
Yeah. Going from Alabama, that's like swelter heat to like shiver cold.
No, not shiver cold. That to bliss.
Let's see. I was born and bred. I'm a born and bred Texan. But because of work, we lived in California and now Oklahoma. But I'm moving back to Texas soon. There you go,
well,
Regina.
Isn't that blasphemy that you live in Oklahoma if you're from Texas?
No, I think it's blasphemy to live in California if you lived in Texas.
I think that's every
You're born
state.
in Texas?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think being born anywhere else and then going to California for a free will, that's blasphemy. I think I'm literally offending every Californian. I'm so sorry. I'm out in Crowley, Joshua.
I don't.
Okay, that's not far. That's not far.
I don't think anybody in here is from California. And if they were, they probably wouldn't admit it.
They've all lived there and they left. I think that 3 Mississippi's from California.
Yeah, I remember you
But
telling me.
no, only her. I only Sid, not Mike. So yes. Yeah, 65 degrees there. Nice. That's good.
We're at 165 degrees. Wait, did Heard That just change his thumbnail?
Wait, did they just change the
Wait,
they
scroll
did.
up. What is this?
Oh, that's
That
from outdoors. That's okay, so that's Randy. Okay, and then wait, Heard That.
Man, that's just confusing me.
Two of
now.
them.
My mind is
Because Randy's one of the ones that
is that the wife? It's got a
Heard That. Yeah, I can't remember her name now. I'm so sorry I forgot your name because
is that a Highland?
I literally watched their
A
channel.
Highland cow with the little bow on its head.
Heard That, yes. What's
That's
her name?
totes adorbs.
She's super cute. Yes,
The
that's
cow?
her. No, his wife.
Oh, I
Randy's
see.
wife. She's super cute.
Okay.
Julie. I think it's Julie.
Right on.
She's really sweet. I
Yeah.
think it's Julie. Go down.
He didn't like to eat, so he's out.
Okay, see, there you go. Oh my gosh. Oh no, wait, let's see.
Let's see. Ariel is not actually Australian. Lots of us are located in places.
That's
that
true.
we're
I
not
knew you were
from.
an American. I knew you were from USA.
Who?
Ariel?
Is she?
Yes. You're an American,
Wait,
right?
no. I thought she was.
I think she's from Australia. I think she's
I
from
thought-
USA.
I thought she was like somewhere like Hong Kong.
She just
or
said
something
she's
like that.
not. She's lived there before, but I think I think she was born in the U.S.
Desert Goat, what's going on?
Yes.
Julie Shaw is up in here. Hello. Thank
Oh,
you.
Jackie. She said, my daughter just called me crying and begging for me to move back to Maryland. Julie, I was born in Kilgore and lived most of my life in California. It wasn't my fault. My parents moved us there.
I have truly offended every person that's in here.
You have literally offended Julie, it is Heard That. Julie. Okay, I thought
Everybody's going to start sending that hate mail we were
Crawley.
talking
Wait,
about.
what's What did we pronounce wrong? Crowley.
I think a full-blown country.
No, it's Crowley. Crowley.
That's Julie the wife.
You say Crowley.
Like I said, it was Julie the wife.
Julie is the wife in the Heard That combo. Heard That Outdoors is Randy.
No, I know how it works.
Heard That.
I'm pretty good at understanding English.
Yeah, okay. Crowley. It's called Crowley.
She is
Crowley.
American. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I knew she was American.
I thought
she has lived all around the world. She did live. She spoke Mandarin, or she learned Mandarin or something. Yeah, no, there's all kinds of. She did like a question, like a 20 question thing.
I remember something about that. That was a while ago.
Crazy Head was originally from California. So sorry.
Ed, are you sure you want to admit that? Here, I'm just going to leave this posted so everybody sees.
Right? The Highland looks awesome. Oh, Jackie, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I heard that said that's Julie the wife. Oh,
Jeannie
my gosh.
Lipsky was born in Missouri, moved to California to marry a man 51 years ago.
Aw. But then you left, right?
What?
You left California. You took the man and left
jeez.
California.
Wow.
Not your husband. Eric, you insulted the mod father twice. You're in trouble.
Why?
Yeah, dude.
What did I say?
I was born in 1962 in East LA and moved to Texas in 1960. He was born in California?
California.
I feel like you're more Texan now because you were like a baby when you lived in California.
Sherman's Family
Doesn't
Farm is
really
in here.
count.
Welcome.
Doesn't
Appreciate
really
you coming
count
in.
unless you want it to count. He's not from Texas. He's from LA.
I mean, look, back in the day, everything was different.
It's true.
Things right now are just weird. That's
Jackie,
all I
there's
can
Canada.
say.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, Jackie. They're not good.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? Who's here?
I don't know who Spider-Man
You said hi to
is.
Sherman's Family Farm.
I did.
You just have a meetup in October. Do you really? A Texas meetup? Like in Texas somewhere?
Who does?
Is it really far away in Texas? Because there's a lot of places in Texas that are far. I speak Indonesian, Malay, and a little Thai as well as English. See, I knew she spoke a lot of languages. She's super smart.
Man, this is jacking me up seeing that Heard That
Yeah.
and then Heard That outdoors.
Oh, Southern Roots and Alaska Ridges. Josh said, I was from LA, Lower Alabama. Hey, JB, how are you? That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
That is funny. Okay, we got a comedian on our hand.
Okay,
That-
JB,
that
are
right
you
there, that
from
was
Oklahoma?
That was funnier than your toilet paper joke.
That toilet paper joke was good.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Oh, Sherman's Family Farm is Spider-Man. Got it. JB, your name is Pure Okie. So are you from Oklahoma? Like, were you born in Oklahoma? Are you an Oklahoma man? Okie, that's what I'm going to say. Okie.
Yeah.
Look, Gwen's like, been here since day one of my life.
That's a true Texan right
That
there.
is, and they know it too. If you were born in Texas, you literally come out of the womb and you're like, Texan. Like that's the first words. First thing you think, you know, nothing. You like it's in your blood. It's the strangest thing.
Yeah.
Strangest thing.
No, I mean,
the Pinecone Fest. That's right. That is, I think, further south.
Wait, what?
The Pinecone Fest. They'll do that Pinecone Fest. Yes, Monica, it's JB. Hello, Eric. Yeah, no, I mean JB. Are you from Okie? Are you from Oklahoma? Like originally from Oklahoma? Yes, 1.5 hours away. Okay, that's not that far. So it must be down in Tyler or something. I'm not embarrassed of where I'm originally from. It's all good. Like I said, I grew up most of my life in Texas. Yeah.
I hear you. I'm not embarrassed where I came from either. And I don't think anybody really should be.
Nah.
States, you know, unfortunately, sometimes they don't match up with who you are as a person. But I think that's how you.
Well, I think also it's changed so much since we've gotten older. I think it's okay. You can be from anywhere and still be an awesome person.
Okay, Tony Robbins, settle down. Well, I don't think anybody was saying that they were like horrible people. Why?
Oh, yes. Yes. JB said born and raised Okie. Well, she said Brad, but I think she meant bred, born and raised.
Why
Okie.
are you always giving them people's spelling errors?
I'm just helping.
They're just trying to figure it out from their phone or their laptop or their TV. It's complicated trying to comment on a
Lake Cypress Springs. Okay, so I don't think that's very far from it at all.
What are we talking about? I just caught up.
The Pinecone Fest. I think what's his name went there last year?
I don't know.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Oh, you do know.
Well,
Byron. Byron went to the Pinecone Fest last year.
I don't even know what that is.
You know what Byron is.
I know who he is, but I don't know what
it was just a meetup. It was like a Texas meetup too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mount Vernon,
Pinecone Fest was at Mount Vernon, Texas last year. Not sure if they will hold it at the same place this year.
Who hosted it? Who put that together?
Well, I wonder if oh, you know what? I think Tom and Rhonda had something to do with it too. Randy and Julie, can you guys tell us who? Oh, Tom and Rhonda organized it. Yeah, there you go.
Well, there you go. Right
there. That's crazy.
He went. I don't know if I said hi to Desert Goat.
You did say hi to Desert Goat.
Okay.
I want to say hi, Desert Goat. Lori said, yeah, he was drinking something and a spider jumped from his cup to his face on a live stream. Therefore, Spider-Man.
Man, what was I watching the one day? Somebody's it was a live they doing. They put a short out on it. There in the middle of their live, this guy was talking and the scorpion was climbing up
I saw
shirt.
that. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I was watching that short.
And I
saw it like 3 times.
The wife was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, having to use the voice to chat. Totally fine, JB. Yeah, I'm just messing with you. I did that earlier today with my daughter-in-law. I was trying to simply say the word best, and it kept going to the word fast. I was so mad. I'm like screaming at my voice text while I'm driving because I don't want to touch my phone when I'm driving. And yeah, I just had to give up. I was like, forget it. Never mind. So let's see. Yes, Tom and Rhonda had heard that organize it together. And yes, that's it. Yes, Randy, it was Byron at 12 Stones Ranch. I know he went there because that's how I heard about it. He had said something to us about it, but we were busy at the time. We were doing something else and we couldn't make it out there. So we organized it, Tom and Rhonda helped. That's awesome. Very cool. Oh, Gilliam Farms are going on the Alaskan cruise. Very cool.
We'll have to bring that up on our.
Yeah, as it's getting closer. I have to see if Scott maybe send me some. I have to watch. I've been watching some of the lives that Scott and Jesse and Lisa are doing and stuff, but I know a little bit about it. But that way we can make sure we keep telling people about it. Is there still time to sign up and get tickets for that if people are interested? Scott or Jesse.
There was a live, I guess, a couple weeks ago now. Those last couple weeks have been a struggle for me, but they actually had the cruise person that was coming on to answer all of the questions.
Oh, good. I was on one of the lives when Andale was asking a bunch of questions.
It was very professional.
And they said they were going to do it. Yeah, I really like the way they're setting up their lives. I feel like a fly on the wall, though, because I'm like sitting there watching all the stuff. And I'm like, ooh, fun. I'm never going to get on a cruise ship, but that sounds fun. Sorry, I'm not. Did you want to go cruising?
There's like 2 things I want to do in life.
You want to go on a cruise?
No, I was just
kidding. You just want to go to Alaska.
I would love to go to Alaska, but you might not get me to come back.
I know. Your fingers will probably fall off.
Okay. My health issues are not to be...
He's got Raynaud's.
You're a nerd.
No. It's like this thing where his fingers turn white when it gets really cold. I think it's called Raynaud's.
Stop talking like that.
It's like French, so it's probably like Reynolds. I can't do it. And oh my gosh, she's gonna kill me. Little Frenchie, if you're in here,
I'm not
do
sure
not kill me. I'm
that
not
JB
trying.
Conway realizes
like
that it's 2023 right now.
Why? What did JB say? Brenda and I are going on Alaskan cruise in 2020, whatever. 2020, whatever. I'm a ways away from the ocean, though. Oh, yeah. So Josh isn't anywhere near there. Yes, you can still book for that cruise, but it's sooner is better. Oh, okay. That's good. You're going on that cruise, Jackie? That's awesome. So cool.
Is Ann Dale going
And
too?
Dale's going on the cruise. Yes. There's lots of time to
Wow.
sign up, but the earlier the better to save money before the rates increase. Got it. Okay, good. So if anybody's interested in the Alaskan cruise, there's lots of people going, lots of great YouTubers and people, other people besides YouTubers.
Can somebody put that link up for the cruise, please? And then we'll throw it up on the screen.
Yeah, Jesse. I was going to say Jesse or Scott or somebody. There you go. Regina. I knew somebody else had it here because we talked about it before. Renaud. I don't know how to say it.
That's anyway, not what you were trying to say.
Reynard. I thought there was an R in there. Renaud syndrome. Yeah, he does. His fingers turn white. It's so weird.
I think it's French.
It's scary. I'm going to the race to Alaska. I'd love to go to Alaska. That'd be so cool. My mystery husband is actually going with me. Ooh, is he really?
Wait, she has a mystery husband?
Yeah, nobody ever sees him on anything.
I've seen him on her videos.
You guys need to sign up. Yeah, I don't know if we could do it. I don't really want to get on a giant ship. Hello, Titanic, anyone? No. Not doing it.
You couldn't use something a little bit more relevant, like the one that crashed over in Greece last time or something?
Okay. Whatever that ship's name was, which I can't remember right now. That one. Hello.
Speaking of that, watching The Deadliest Catch, it's pretty dangerous out there.
Yeah. In Alaska.
Yeah.
You guys have fun. I'll be praying for y'all.
I don't think they're out there trying to catch crab.
I will fly to Alaska instead of taking a boat. OMG, you're not on a sub. This is true. It's not a sub. Concordia. That's it. Thank you, Pooch.
There you
Concordia.
go. Yeah.
Concordia. That thing was like
more like Concratio.
That's not good. That's not a good joke.
Well, it was the captain.
I know I'm not on a sub, but not doing it.
Sub might be more safe.
They're all excited though. It's really fun to hear everybody excited. And if you like cruising, that is amazing. And I think that's awesome.
The actual terminology? Do you actually refer to it as cruising?
Yeah, they're cruising.
You sound like you're 900 years old.
They're cruising.
Nobody says
we'll be
going
great,
cruising.
Laughing all the way. Yes, you're gonna have a blast. It's gonna be amazing. And Jackie Sailor says you're within sight of the land the entire time.
See, there you go. So you can swim.
Fine. Yeah. Okay. No. Come on. Where's your sense of adventure? I lost it.
Monica has never had it.
I lost my sense of adventure probably in 1997 when I got married. Actually, probably in 2000 when we had kids. I was like, nah, I'm good. I had adventure before that. We rode dirt bikes with you. We rode a motorcycle the one time. We were on a dirt bike. We went floating down the James River on inner tubes before I was having kids. Once I had kids, done. Those dang rocks got in the way. Yeah, rocks, frozen ice chunks. No, see, motorcycle, maybe. Not a cruise. Don't forget my favorite movie, Jaws, as if you need another reason not to go. That's what I'm saying.
They don't have great whites up in Alaska.
They got big fish up there and big frozen icebergs.
Yeah. They're all melting. I've seen them.
That's what I'm saying. They're melting off the side of the mountains into the ocean.
Those aren't the ones you want to hit. It's dangerous.
If the Concordia was boozing, though. That's true. He was boozing during his cruising.
We should.
Fowler Family Farm goes and cruising like every 6 months.
Nobody calls it cruising. Why do
they do?
Nobody.
The James River. Yeah, no, it was not bad. It was really fun. The James River was fun. This was in 1999, though, Anne, okay? It was a while back. It was a long time ago. I lived in the town next to where Jaws 2 was filmed. It's kind of scary.
Also,
just orcas. They will eat you. See? He knows. Josh lives there.
All right, Josh, you're ruining things.
Not for me, because I wasn't going to go. But everybody else is going to have a fun time. And I'm excited for you.
Just go with
Scott is so excited. No, it is really fun to listen to all the conversations. I absolutely love it. I think you're going to have a great time. It's going to be so much fun. And for everybody that likes to cruise, you're going to enjoy it. And you're going to have a fun time. It's just not for me.
I mean, what's the percentage of you crashing the boat?
I'm not driving the boat. And the percentage for me to crash the boat,
then
very
that's
high.
No, it's zero then.
Very high.
If you're not driving it, it's 0%.
Ann says we won't be jumped by and the captain drinks this time. Hey, maybe the captain already has his own drink plan. Maybe he splurged for type A or type B of whatever your drink plan is. Maybe Scott was like, hey, Cap, if you want more than one Coca-Cola, you might as well get the plan A because you're going to pay just as much for a Coca-Cola and one glass of wine. I heard your conversations. Maybe the captain knows about these plans.
Why are you getting so involved in this theory of yours?
Scott said, I'm not sailing the ship. Look, Lori says killer whales are attacking boats lately and they don't know why.
Jonah and the whale.
Saw it on some news the other day. And Jonah and the whale. Yeah.
He lived, by the way.
But he wasn't on a cruise ship. He was a little boat. And he got thrown out of the boat, I think.
It could have been the equivalent.
He got thrown out of the boat.
He could have been equivalent of cruising back then.
He got thrown out of the boat. Oh, yeah. You want to bring it up? Might want to give up Monica. She still believes in Chupacabra.
Oh, boy.
I don't believe in him. I saw him. Jesse?
No, you didn't see anything. You saw No, you saw like a naked mole rat or something. There was nothing about that.
It was not a naked mole rat. And yes, I am, Scott. I am a lurker because it takes a lot of energy to do this. Wait, where did my phone go? It takes a lot of energy to type everybody's name out. So I just say, hi, everyone in the chat. And then I just sit there and listen. I have listened to you guys while I've brushed my teeth. I have listened to you guys while I've washed my face and put makeups on, pulled my hair up in ponies, gotten ready to go to Costco. I listen to you guys because he does Thursday. He does Procrastination Thursdays.
Yeah.
I lurk.
You say that regularly. I know that he does that.
Yeah, I lurk. No more cruises for me. Gwen says, I went on my one obligatory cruise with the family. Not ever happening again. See? Mm-hmm.
I like when people use big words like that.
Obligatory. I would definitely beat up the shark. Actually, no, I would just give up and die.
You would just
I have no fight in me.
Roll over and just let them take you?
Well, if my kids weren't in the way, I'd be fine. They can just take me. But if my kids were there, I would fight them. I would fight the shark to save my children. But if my kids weren't involved, I wouldn't care. I'd just be like, forget it, I'm done. You like other things, so that's good. Thank you. Yeah, I do. I like to do other things. I'll travel.
Yeah, you travel regularly without me.
No, it was not a coyote with mange, Josh. This was a real chupacabra. It was.
In Monica's mind, it was real. We're just going to go with it.
I feel you. Well, it's almost time for us to bring our guests up.
Yeah.
And they're waiting in the green room.
I like making people wait in the green room and I sit here and just watch their reactions. The time where the people pick their nose, Yeah.
Me too, Lori. I lurk a lot too. I like to lurk because then I don't feel obligated to say things to people. I'm just like, I love watching these people. I lurk not because I don't think everyone wants to say hi to me because I'm a creeper. I'll admit to being a creeper sometimes too. I just like to watch people.
She's acknowledging
I'm a people
that she's
watcher.
A creep?
I'm a people watcher sometimes. I just like to sit and watch. I like to talk.
What exactly are you watching for when you people watch?
No, I just like to. I don't know. I just like to watch people. I don't know. I like people.
If you're in the chat and you're a people watcher, put it in. I want to know.
Look,
and if you're a people watcher, I want to know what you're watching for. That's what I want to know.
Scott said the slowest person feeds the shark as long as I can outrun Jesse or Ann. I'm golden. You need to outswim them. By the way, Scott, you're in the water. Yeah. Hey, Brian, Vineyard Farmhouse. Desert goat uses small words only because I am Neanderthal of a person. Goof. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Broke out. I've kind of been lurking tonight because a daughter and grandson ate supper with us while watching y'all. Because if your grandbabies were there, this woman made a feast. She's like, babies, I got the pre-meal, I got the real meal, I got dessert, and I got post-dessert.
She got some pies rolling somewhere.
She's like, I made 23 pies. I made 18 quarts of green beans, and I only fed them 2, but I made them just in case I needed them. She feeds everybody.
I want to go eat at her house.
I know. We need to get an invite to Gwen's house so we can eat.
I
would have to fast for 2 weeks before I go there.
Her grandkids are all sprawled out on the couch. The belly is distended because they've eaten 14 pieces of pie.
Before they go to Gwen's house, they're like, get your eating pants on, kids. We're going to grandma's.
Yeah, they got to wear their
stretchy pants.
Stretchy pants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian said he did not pick his nose in the green room. Okay. He's protesting a little too much on that one.
The people who deny it
are
usually the ones.
9:00. No grapes and ranch yet. Y'all know the drill. We need to put them on. All right. So be sure your guest is in timeout. Wait, is Andell in here? Oh, she is in here. Watch out. Should be throwing people in timeout.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? So let's pull them up. Are you guys ready to come up? Finally, yeah, because we're going to bring you up. Okay, good. Yeah, they're ready.
We got Jake with
Hey,
90
Jake,
Texas
how
in
are
here.
you?
What's
All
going
right,
on?
let's bring up our guest. Let me see if I have the little piece. I got to get that. Come on. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Add to stream.
Add to stream. Oh, she said she
Yeah.
made enchilada casserole. Hi,
Hi. Just out of curiosity, did you have the Oklahoma shirt on before I made my comment?
Absolutely.
Of course we did.
I mean, this is required attire.
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
I love it.
Smack talk we heard.
Yeah, Eric.
I mean,
Having a
it's
Texas only
like
meetup.
right off the bat, let's offend everybody.
Did I say that?
Yes, I can rewind.
No, we don't.
You can actually
We
make
can
clips
all
of
watch
it.
it over and over again, you know.
You can make clips of it on YouTube and then like put it up there. Be like Eric Bland hates. No, oh my gosh, don't do that. That'd be terrible. Bland Thomas Land Ranch hates
I'm Mike.
spooky. It's on now.
For some reason, I'm really good at offending people periodically.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's a talent that
It's-
some people have.
I
Really.
mean, I can just look at somebody and they get offended.
He does it to me.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is Gilliam Farms, if you guys don't know yet. And Tish Ross is in here. Hey, Tish. So this is Christine and Johnny. So welcome to the show. Now, you guys go live on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central, right?
That's
Yes.
correct.
Okay. So if you guys are hanging out in here tonight, make sure next Thursday you go and check out their live at 5 p.m. on Thursdays. And then you guys are part of a group that goes live on Thursdays too. You tell us a little bit about that real quick too. And then maybe tell us a little bit about your channel.
Well, we're the kickoff for Homestead Hangout. It's on
Mhm.
Thursday nights, and it's us at 5:00, and then it goes to
White Rock Homestead.
White Rock
6 o'clock
Homestead
Central
with
Time.
Jason and Tara at 6, and then it goes from there to Tiffany and Ginger at Not for Nothing Homestead, or Not for Nothing, Homestead, and then after that, no, Muddin' for Nothing. Muddin' for Nothing. I'm sorry, I messed up.
I messed up last week.
Muddin' for Nothing, and then it goes to
9 Acre Family Farms.
9
with
Acre
Dale and
Family
Nana,
Farms.
And then Kettle Kitchen with Tony at 9 p.m. Central Time.
There we go.
Got it.
I
Okay,
redeemed
good.
myself from last week, so.
It'll get easier too. So we have to really make sure that we get this. So we met you guys at the meetup, right? And you guys were
That's
just chilling. We were actually getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
And we noticed you guys had moved away from some of the area that we were sitting in. We kind of made some jokes back and forth. And I asked your name and you said it was Gilliam Farms. And I said, okay, so it's not pronounced Gilliam like it's spelled. And y'all were like, no, it's Gilliam. And I was like, okay. And then we joked a little bit. But I've heard people already, because last night I heard Brian say it. He's like, Gilliam or Gilliam? Gilliam or Gilliam? And I was sitting there kind of snickering to myself, not because he was messing up, but it made me laugh because I did the same thing. So Gilliam isn't the way you say it. It's Gilliam. It doesn't make any sense, but we're going to accept it because you're from Oklahoma.
Real fast.
You're
Yeah,
from
that's
Oklahoma.
exactly what you said, oh, you're from Oklahoma. That's why you say it like that.
That's what I said like that. I was like, oh, you're from Oklahoma. That makes
That
sense.
makes sense.
Because
Well, wait.
Because-
So you were.
I mean, we should have known right then.
they
so
were like,
yeah, so
oh, it's those people that offended us the first time they met us. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
me. I offended you
redeemed
first.
yourself with your T-shirt. Remember, I liked your shirt.
That's my Let's Go branding shirt.
Yeah.
You should have known you were going to be offended by me in some way. But no, it made me laugh because, when we came from Maryland, a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, you're a bunch of Yankees. And I was like, okay. And in Texas, they're like hardcore Yankee people, like against the Yankees, because they said anybody that's above the Red River is a Yankee. And I'm like, y'all, that literally makes no sense. And FYI, Maryland is below the Mason-Dixon, totally the South still, but we're going to let it slide. Okay. Because whatever.
Yes.
But people down here always want to talk all this trash about how we say things different. So it makes me laugh because yes, Brian, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing because I did the same thing actually. So yeah. So that's why when I said that, I cracked myself up mainly. I probably felt really bad later that I offended you guys, but it made me, I was laughing at myself.
We don't
really.
get offended very easily unless you make fun of our state. Then we have.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You know.
So Flip Flop Farmer, where does that come from? I gotta know, Johnny.
Well, it comes from like watching our videos.
I've seen the videos. You wear flip flops all the time.
Yeah, we have a video, several videos.
I've run the dozer wearing flip flops.
How am I not even
my garden fence? You know, he's got the
kicking, you know,
rods.
pouring concrete, wearing flip flops.
I mean, when I drive a bulldozer, I wear boots. But, you know.
Well, I saw you driving in your farm gear attire the one day, and so I'm like thinking. I'm trying to think. I've seen like quite a few of your videos, and I've never noticed that. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Well,
I've never noticed.
Fade into the background, you know, it's just camouflage. It's a real natural look on him, so it doesn't.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Unless you're Jess, and Jess, he picked up on that.
Oh my gosh!
We're gonna have T-shirts made. The flip flop farmer, and then we also learned today during Scott's procrastination Thursday. Let's see, what was it? That the slide-on flip flops are known as Zori or Zunis or something like that. So in Japanese or something. So we're gonna maybe have a Zuni farmer shirt.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know. It's a thing. It's a Jesse just wants Jesse just wants 25% whatever we make on those.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Hey, Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse, I was not slamming you. I was giving you love. That was me loving on you in my own way. Okay. I was trying to help you out.
And you got the kids.
You focus.
But you got the kids loving on you too.
Loving. We got all of us were loving on you. So yeah. No, Josh, we're not making fun of states no more. We're gonna stop making fun of states.
Which state are we making fun of, though? We have to think about. Depends on what state, right?
This is true, actually. There's always something to make fun of. Walking through poison ivy and flip flops. Oh my gosh!
This is so fun.
Oh my gosh!
Well, so I've watched another very large channel of a gentleman, and he does a lot of like woodwork and steel work. And this dude, every time he looks down with his camera, you can see his bare toes sitting right there.
Really?
Oh my goodness, yes. And I'm looking at it, you know, just from what I do for work. I'm like, this is like so against OSHA right now. and it's just
approved though.
Yeah, well, my background career kind of says different, so I'm like a safety girl at a hospital. So,
oh, see,
yeah, that's kind of where my mindset is. And then I, you know, for me, when I do videos, I have to be cautious because I don't want any of my guys to see things I do that isn't appropriate or safe.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You just do as I say, not as I do.
Ariel said the biggest giggle I have in my career in Australia, they call it the flip flop thongs.
I know.
So if I see you with a chainsaw, you're gonna have like
all the PPE on,
everything on, all the.
What
he's gonna rethink his tree video now, where we
don't watch any of my videos then.
Yeah.
But what I say is, and this is actually, it's not just because of work, but because of a video that we've talked about in the past where we've had it pulled down, where I was, it was a short video, and it was our 14-year-old son driving the tractor, and they pulled it down and said that we put him in harm's way.
Yeah.
And so ever since then, any video that I do, like using a chainsaw or something like that, I will zoom in where I'm cutting. I don't let people see my face. And if my back is turned, that's one thing. But if my face is exposed, I don't want them to say that I didn't have safety glasses on or earmuffs or something like that.
Well, especially because when we got dinged for that video, we weren't even monetized. They pulled the video down without warning. And because we weren't monetized yet, we couldn't fight it. There was no way to have a person review it. It was a bot, and it was like a robot, and it just came automatic, manually. It said, nope, that's it. We've made this judgment. It put children in harm's way. It violated our standards. So now we have a warning against us, and that is an official ding on our channel because we let our teenager who was learning and doing those things. Now he was on a tractor. And of course, now Eric was literally 10 feet from him, walking next to him, driving 5 miles an hour on a tractor.
It was first gear.
2 years old. I mean,
he's 14.
Yeah.
I got a video of Eli driving a tractor at 5.
Yeah, we don't.
Well, see, and that's what's strange because somehow we stumbled onto this channel. I think somehow I found it when I was trying to like learn how to trap and stuff. And it's his family, this boy, he's probably like 14 or 15 years old.
I think he's younger than that,
and,
but yeah.
And the way he gets around, they have like this huge family farm. And so he's in a pickup truck.
A real pickup truck.
Driving from trap to trap because of how far they are apart. And I'm like, how does this dude get away with driving a full-size pickup truck? And my son's driving a tractor in first gear with a seatbelt on, by the way. And I'm standing right next to him, walking next to him as I'm trying to teach him.
Well, I think I think someone picked it out. They didn't like it and they dinged us. I think they reported us. And I think that's what happened because, you know, you can report videos and all it takes is one person to report you. And if somebody doesn't like you, then you get reported. And if you're not monetized, you don't have the ability to fight it. If you're like right now, we can, if somebody puts says something about our videos, we have a reason to look, we have a way to look at it and to go back and say, no, I think you need to review this again because we didn't do anything wrong. Whereas with that, because we weren't monetized, we had we couldn't do anything. There was no way to fight it. So yeah, it was really hard because we felt really, we just felt so awful because we were like, well, we didn't do anything. It's Grow Jack Outdoors. That's exactly who it is. Yep, that's what it is. And he's a young kid driving a pickup truck. And I'm like, what in the world? But you know what? I think it's awesome because I think that means he's learning real life skills. And I think that's amazing. And, you know, there's a lot of things we let our kids do, but I can't put it on YouTube because I don't want people to say something or report us because I don't want that. I don't want anybody to, you know.
I mean, I remember them telling me my mom on the dairy farm when she was 10 years old used to drive the hay truck. You know, it's a standard and stuff. I mean, I guess we abuse children nowadays.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was the norm. If you were too short and too weak to throw the bales up on, you were the truck driver for the hay. So
well, I think that's the thing too. I think I learned that the hard way too, and I should have kind of known. But a few years ago, because I have an Instagram page, and a few years ago, I opened up my personal Instagram page for public. I just made it public and I was like, cool, you know, I have a large family, I have a lot of kids, we have a chore chart, we have, you know, chore zones, or we work as a team. And I shared some of these like chores and stuff. And I was really proud of my kids for getting their zones done. And I was really excited. No sooner did I put my page public, I maybe had like 500 followers. No sooner did I put my page public, I had people trolling me so hard saying that I was child abuse. I was doing all that. And I had like people, like they must have been calling on other people to come check out this one reel that I did. I immediately was like, nope, private again. I won't do this because all I could think of is somebody actually thinking that for real and having someone come look at me and think, how do you treat your children? I'm like, oh my gosh, these are my babies. Like they are my world. There was no way that I was going to put myself in that situation. So everything went private. Bye, John and Sarah.
Bees and gardens.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think that's, did both of you grow up on a farm?
I did not. I grew up in the hood, what I call it.
She was a city girl. I rescued her. And
you rescued me.
Now she's a country girl.
I was a city girl who was probably always wanted to be a country girl and stuff. I was in ag in school and stuff like that. But no, I had grandparents that had a farm and an uncle and stuff. So this is my dream. What we do now is my dream. It took us a while. I mean, we always had the land, but getting to the point where
we didn't always have the land.
Well, that's true.
We had some land, and then we had some more land, and then we bought some more land, and
but anyway, we're living our dream.
That's cool.
We're working hard on it, but we're working.
So Johnny, you grew up in this like agricultural world. Right. Did you live on a farm growing up?
I actually, if you watch any of the videos where it has our cattle, I grew up on that farm.
Okay.
So I grew up there, and we actually, whenever we were growing up, parents said, whenever you get, 18 years old or whatever, they were going to give us 10 acres apiece. They gave my brother 10 acres, and then the rest of us had to live till we were like 40 to get our 10. But anyway, and then I actually inherited some more of the land, out there when my dad passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And then we bought 90 acres here where we live.
That's awesome.
So we have
And we
the
have
cattle
about another
land,
10
the
acres.
cattle down there, and up here is where we do the gardening and the chicken raising and all that stuff. So anyway, that's how
cool.
we
Yeah,
ended
but
up
Johnny
with it.
had like what I consider like a perfect childhood as much as you can. You know,
Yep.
he got to run around outside. He was always in, you know, out hunting, fishing, trapping, doing all those fun things. You know, he thought, you know, the acres they lived on was, you know,
Out there where the cattle are,
3,000 acres.
there's a creek on one side, and then there's a creek on the other side. And in the mornings, you just get up, summer vacation. You just get up in the morning, get on your bicycle, ride down the driveway. You either turn left and go to that creek, turn right and go to that
Terrorize all
creek,
the
and
neighbors.
just terrorize that creek all day.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it was a wonderful growing up experience. Picked blackberries, sold them. Hay, we're talking hay. Did hay all summer, you know,
Yep.
baling or bucking hay and hauling hay.
Johnny also
Rocks, sold rocks, did all kinds.
We're still selling rocks if anybody
Yeah.
wants them. We'll
Yeah,
actually
we're-
give them
Think
away.
about, back then, you know, people rocked their houses, and we had
I have
the
to
best
tell a
rocks
story.
for house rocking.
We
so-
had
That's
a
cool.
yard sale several years ago out there when we lived out there where the cattle are, and we were teasing somebody. They said, "You got some beautiful rocks out there," because we all know it's a limestone, is that what they call it,
No,
or
it's
sandstone. And we were like, "Oh, take all you want." You know, they actually stopped in their car and put some stuff out of their what do you call that?
They filled their trunks
Their
up
trunk, yeah.
so much with rock
It was
from
like-
off our ground that
They're like,
they were
"Yes."
dragging when they left.
Was
Oh
happy
my
to do that.
goodness.
Yeah,
funny.
it's like
Oh.
take all you want.
Yeah, and they did, which is great. No, but Johnny even tells a story about whenever they rode the bus when they were at school, that because of the creeks, they didn't have the bridge over there, so they
There
had
weren't
like
bridges
what
over
was
the
it
creeks.
called? That it was like a rope bridge, you know, that they had to cross across.
That's
Like,
cool.
yeah, but you know that would be child abuse, I guess nowadays.
It would be. We didn't have. There were no built bridges over the creeks. So when the creek was up, the bus would stop, just let us out on the other side of the creek, and you know, it'd be like, well, whenever you get home, you get home. And we would cross these cable bridges that they built back they built them. Do you know anything about the WPA days?
WPA.
Way back, Works Project Administration or something like that. They did that.
That was through the government, right?
Yes.
I do know a little bit about that. Yes.
They built these cable bridges,
He did mine.
and they were they had wood floors and cables on each side and hog wire on the sides to keep you from falling out the edge. Well, the problem is whenever we got to school, all the boards had rotted off of those things, so we were just standing on the cables walking across them.
I asked him, I go, "What'd you do about your books?" And he's like, "What books?"
Leave them on the other side of the creek. Go home.
You even brought them with you.
Anyway, that was back in the days before backpacks.
Yeah, it's
we
true.
tied a belt around our books and
Had them tied around the rope, tied around it.
But
Well,
anyway,
yeah. I mean, yeah. I remember. I don't know. I like that history stuff.
Oh, Granddad talked about the WPA.
I remember my grandfather. He was born in 1904,
1909.
1909.
Mhm.
But he told us they had even when I was a kid up there, they had an outhouse on the back side of the property. And that was one of the programs they had back in West Virginia, where the WPA would go through and build outhouses for folks
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep.
in the houses. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was earlier than that, but I'm looking here and it says it was renamed in 1939 as the Works Project Administration. But I'm wondering because I thought he said it was in the late 20s. Maybe he said late 20s, early 30s when it happened. But that outhouse was there when last time we went to that farm was in 2014. I went to the house because she passed away in 2014, and the outhouse was still there. I used to throw when we first had kids in 2000. We were throwing our dirty diapers down the hole because Granddad's
Not grandma's dirty.
no,
diapers.
my son who was born. But no, I would say to great granddad, and I said, Granddad, where do I put his dirty Pampers? Where do I put his diapers? And he's like, I'll just throw it in the well, throw it in the outhouse. And I'm like, in the outhouse? I mean, we can put it. He's like, we gotta pay to take that trash out. And I was like, okay, but I mean, I can. He's like, put it in the outhouse. I was like, okay. So way down there. I was like, all right, cool, I guess. I mean, I like now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we so polluted that mountain. Like, I feel so awful for throwing his like Pampers and Loves down there. I mean, we weren't there all the time. We only stayed there, but we would stay there for like a week's worth of Pampers down there. I feel so bad now.
So Jesse posted here, this was the whole purpose of the WPA.
Yeah.
It was all the great during the Great Depression, try to get the economy moving again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. But it was.
They built bridges all across Oklahoma with, and I'm sure across other states as well, but I know where several of the WPA bridges are. And those walkway bridges, they were to get kids home from school. So my dad and my uncle and all them, they had to use those bridges to get across and stuff. But like I said, by the time it came down to us, nobody maintained that. So that wood just rotted off, and there we are.
It or you won't.
I remember one time going across that thing. I'd been deer hunting. The creek was way up, and I don't even know if I'm able to say this on here. I had my pew-pew slung over my back. Pew-pew, gun.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I had it slung over my back, and I was going across, and the sling broke, and it fell in the creek while I was crossing that bridge. So I had to go in after it.
Wow.
Because I wasn't going to leave it. But anyway.
Was it white?
It was white capping. It was bad.
That's crazy.
But now for you guys, I've watched some of your videos and stuff like that. And I like the farm stuff. Okay. So I mainly watch things that have the cattle and things like that in it. We have Brangus cattle, and
which is why I love your new little calf and her big ears, because
I know. That's because her daddy's a Brangus. Her daddy's that Brangus, and her mom is that Angus mix.
Oh, really? Yeah. I love my Brangus.
So we like cows with ear and navel,
Yep.
And so anyway, what's the main? What are you guys raising? Is what I'm getting at.
Brain stuff.
So originally we started out with like a Brangus cross.
Mama was Angus,
but
baby was a Brangus.
I wanted to get into the Baldies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized that a lot of times the Baldies are so crazy. So somewhere along the line,
we had some issues with the little cuckoo loco Baldies.
Oh, okay.
They like to jump. They're a little more jumpy than we'd like to have.
They're a little bit more guarded. They are.
Well, with our kids, it's better to have a more calm breed.
Yeah.
So go ahead. I'll let you know.
When we're putting them through the chute, I want a calm breed.
This is true.
I don't want the crazy.
Like the red Angus that blew through that cattle chute we had.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I mean,
it was a real chute. It was a makeshift. But that wasn't like trash metal. It was trashed after that, but.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, but one of the things, so for us, all of our cattle, we either sell them live as calves, or we raise them out and then we'll process them and sell the beef.
We sell them as beef boxes too.
So
for
us, one of the things we learned from the processor is about the bone density and how much meat you're getting off of the carcass. Okay. And so somehow we went from like this Brangus Baldy mix type of herd to I'm looking for a specific cow that has like thinner legs, so thinner, less bone density, not like your continental breeds, and because it seems like we get a little bit more yield off of the carcass.
Yeah.
So we've got he's going more for the Hereford now, or the Hereford, depending on where you're from. It's Hereford or Hereford. I called him a Hereford one time at the vet. We were down at the vet because that's how you spell it. That's how you say it, a Hereford. And we're
like
there.
Gilliam.
You're anti-racist.
Well, we showed up at that vet and he was like, "What you got here?" And it wasn't the vet. It was the guy that was there helping. He's like, "What you got here?" I was like, "We got 2 Hereford girls. We want to see if they're pregnant." He's like, "What?" I was like, "We got 2 Herefords." He's like, "Herefords?" I was like, "Herefords?
You're not from around here, are you?"
I'm like, "They're Herefords?" He's like, "Herefords." I'm like, Herefords. We have 2 Herefords. He's like, yeah, we got 2 Herefords. I'm like, you weirdo. He was such a sweetheart though, because he knew he was messing with me, and I was like, golly, yeah, whatever you call it, the red one right there with the white face, that's ours. I want you to check her.
Gosh, I wish you could have cows too. You'd probably have to somehow keep the bears off of them though.
Oh my gosh, I know it's hard up there, yeah, with all that in Alaska. Yeah, Josh said he wished he could have cows, but yeah, I think that I like the Hereford breed. I like those, but good night, Jeannie. I like that breed because they are pretty chill. Overall, they've been our most calm breed that we've had, and that's the characteristics that I like, because if I can have a chill cow,
that white face again.
Yeah, they didn't have a white face.
That's how you get it.
Yep.
You breed a Hereford to it.
Yeah, and that's what we've got going on right now too. Is we've got some black and then white faces. We got some baldies out there a little bit like that, but I really love the Hereford breed, but I like our Brangus bull though. He's a sweetheart.
The biggest problem I have with the Herefords is that white face. So they seem to be very susceptible to
pink eye.
Pink eye. Yeah. And this year was a nightmare for us. We had to go through the chute probably 3 or 4 times.
He's a hostile heifer.
Just to tell me about it. That's the thing I don't know how do you call them cows with the humps on their back?
Now what?
What do you call the cows with the humps on their back? The ones with
Brammers?
The Brammers?
Okay, that's what I want to ask, just so we're on the same page.
But you do know how it's spelled, right?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Brahmin. But
there you go. So we're at these auctions, and they're like, "We got some Brammers coming in." I was like, "What?
Yeah,
what?" And then I'm like, "Oh, that's a Brahmin, right?" And Eric's like, "Yeah, I think so." And I'm like, calling them Brammers. Is there an R there?
Well,
is there an R at the end?
And then I didn't know if it was something different.
We thought it was a mix. We're like, maybe it's a mix Brahmin something. Brammer. Straight Brammer. So and all these men were like, "Hey, we got some Brammers." I'm like, I don't know what they're saying. They're like speaking a foreign language.
Well, so speaking of the Brammers, those are the ones that are crazy.
Oh, and yeah.
We've gotten some of them from the auction, and I had a little calf. This old girl jumped a pipe fence.
She jumped our pipe fence to get into our yard.
That was easily 5 foot because of the way the ground was. So she had to go run up the hill and then jump over the fence.
She cleared it.
And then
her neighbor was up.
Yeah.
And then get this. We go through the whole yard, and our yard is not that big. So we're walking around the whole house, and I can't even find her. I have no idea where she is, because she jumped the other side of the fence to go back out to the pasture that she just came from.
Yeah, she jumped one part of our pipe fence to go through the other part of our pipe fence, because our pasture is completely pipe fenced off from our front yard. Like, that's our protection for our children.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stopped buying the Brammers for sure, because we were going to auction and flipping them for a while.
That's part of the Brangus, Brammer and Angus. And
we
like it because we like that because they'll scrounge. I mean, and they can take the heat.
The heat tolerance.
They will actually get out there and they'll graze in the middle of the day. It'll be 100 degrees and they'll be out there in the field eating. They'll be putting on weight.
Yep.
And that's the things that we like. If you have a straight Angus, won't do it, but a Brangus will.
Yep.
And but the white face from the Hereford, you get that's how we've got two that have white faces, and it's mom daughter, and
they pick on her though.
They are probably our favorites because they are. I mean, she is the epitome of everything I think that we need. We want in a herd.
Mm-hmm.
She will eat things that none of the rest of them will touch. She will scrounge. She puts on weight. She does everything just like what we want.
She's cautious too, though. But I think that's part of her nature.
She's cautious.
That's part of the Baldy's nature.
Get this.
Culture.
All the black cows pick on the white face cows.
Oh, mean to her.
They are mean to our white face cows.
Wow.
But and I told her, I said, it's that, they got that white in them. They're going to pick on them. So that's what they're doing.
Different.
I mean, they're different. Mm-hmm. And that's what happens. It happens with chickens. You put chickens out there, they're different. The rest of the chickens are going to pick on them. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
it happens with cows
She's good,
too.
but she'll depend.
And it would
though.
happen the same way if we had a herd, or, a paddock full of black white faces, and we put one black cow in there. That one would get picked on. It's just because something's different. And
but she is our favorite. First when we got her, I was like, I don't want that one, but she's wound up being our favorite car, Oreo. Yes, we name our food, but
we name all our cows too. All of our breeders, even our rabbits. People are like, "You're crazy," and I'm like, honestly, how do you not give something? How do you love something so much and not give it a name? You got to give it a name. The only thing.
Like deer names that we harvest. So.
I mean, look, the thing is that I don't name all of my chickens or ducks because there's a lot of them.
There's too many.
There's a lot of them.
There's too many.
I can't name all of them.
Admit that there's too many.
There's a lot.
No, okay, I'm going to defend her. The chicken math is a real thing.
Yeah.
And it happens. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
and it's more than just chicken math. It is for real poultry math here. Because I'm literally going tomorrow to pick up 4 more turkeys to add to our flock.
Right.
I'm trading. I'm bartering. The lady was like, "Hey, I'm bartering." So she wanted $20 a bird, which is a very good deal because they're like 2 months old already. So that means they're past kind of that like danger zone of, hey, they're going to die. Well, turkeys will die anyway, but I'm thinking they were in a safe zone. So I'm like, this is a really good deal. So I texted her and I was like, "Hey, can we barter? I have beef and pork. I just got a pork back." She's like, "Oh my gosh, yeah." And I'm like, "Cool beans. You're wanting 20 for each one?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, I'll make you a beef/pork box. It will be equivalent for the 4 of them." But the thing is they're already I think they're over 2 months old already. They're kind of past that window of falling down dead right away. Now they can still die because turkeys try to die. Turkeys literally try to do the suicide all the time. Yeah, and it's not too much, Barry. It's a good price, but they'll charge you like $15 a bird at a feed store when they're only like 7 weeks old or 6 weeks, not even that, 6 weeks old. Yeah, 5 or 6 weeks. Actually, they're younger than that. Probably a month old at the feed store. They're going to charge you like $15. So $20 for a 8 to 12 week old bird. I'm down for it.
And you're bartering, so it's all
exactly. Good. I'm bartering, but no, I mean like poultry math. That's a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Every time we turn around, she hears a beep, beep, beep in one of the stores. And next thing you know, and we're walking out of the store with a little box.
You need to just get yourself an incubator.
But
I know that's what I want to do.
The problem is
they
don't
an incubator for a Christmas present.
Yeah.
They don't
awesome
stay little. They, next thing you know, they're them
then
unruly teenagers, and then they're
presents every day. It's like Christmas every day when you go out there to that bog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
and I want turkey, so let's all talk Johnny into getting some turkey.
There's
turkey.
You're
not that far away. We can meet halfway. Let us know. We can meet. Get your incubator, and then get your incubator for Christmas, Christine. And then when you're ready in the early spring next year, I'll get turkey eggs. We'll meet up, and you can incubate your own turkeys.
See,
right there, deal. And you've got time to plan, right? Because not until next spring.
The infrastructure, yeah, I like it.
You're done. You're right.
It's like Johnny building a lot more stuff.
There's nothing wrong with that. Keeps him busy.
Yeah,
Keeps him in his flip-flops.
It sounds like Johnny's just got a plan. He's got organization and plan. I feel like it's good. Sounds good.
Well, I'll ask you this, Johnny. Do you like chickens? Apparently, right?
To a point. I like the right amount of chickens. I don't.
We have the right amount of chickens.
We got how much?
But Johnny just admitted to walking out of the store with little chirps in his hand.
No, she's carrying them behind him.
No, I have video of him carrying them out. Yeah, I do.
Well, what I'll say, I'm not a big bird person. I don't like all the birds. I don't mind the ducks, but I will say that my favorite bird to have around the farm really is the turkey.
That's why he's not even having a problem with tomorrow me going to get 4 more.
One because they taste delicious. That's number one.
Yeah.
But number 2 is because especially the Tom,
they're so sweet.
When he just follows you around and just fluffs up, acting like he's big and bad, and you turn around and look at him, and then he's like,
mine.
Oh, forget it.
He totally does. He's so cute. You're like, what's up? And he's like, nope.
Never mind.
And then you turn around and he's like, I'm coming for you again. Like, why are you doing that? And he's like, never mind. He's so funny.
Get one. Okay.
And the little ones are so cute because we have I think we have 4 or 5 out there, little ones now. And they're so cute because when you walk away, they're like, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? I was trying to leave the yard. Well, I was trying to leave the yard yesterday and they decided they were going to follow me to the gate. I'm like, no. You guys can't stay here. So I grabbed a rotten tomato that I saw that had dropped went to my garden, grabbed a rotten tomato, crushed it and threw it off. So they ran over to that and they ate it while I was running out of the yard to go next door because I didn't want them to follow me into the road. Yeah. It's like, oh my gosh. So there you go. Look, Jesse said, I see a flip-flop turkey coop coming to the farm.
Never like Big Bird either.
I don't like Big Bird either. But.
He wasn't my favorite either.
We're going to meet up with some Texans next weekend.
They don't make fun of Oklahoma.
You don't know. They probably do it.
They're coming to Oklahoma.
They're just not as nice as us because we say it to your face. They'll say it behind your back. You got to watch for them back people.
But we're meeting up with some next weekend, and we're going to Sherman's Family Farm. And if they're still on here, yep, there he is. Full blown country.
Oh, nice.
And Tish.
We're going to go get some watermelon.
Pretty
and some honey.
and Pooch. And
nice.
we're going to go get some watermelon from Sherman's Family Farm.
Are you going to wear your flip flops?
I can.
Mike, are you going to wear your Crocs?
You'll be in Crocs and flops.
Crocs and flops.
Ooh, I like
or
it.
Crocs,
that's another t-shirt.
Crocs and thongs if we're Australian.
That's a little racy. T-shirt that says Crocs and thongs. People will be like, Crocs and flops sounds a little less racy for YouTube.
I agree.
Especially for men that are wearing Crocs and thongs.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it though. You're gonna be the one with the thongs or flops. I think I would rather be having flops if I was the one wearing.
Yeah.
I would.
See, I had to stop wearing. No, don't go there. I had to stop wearing my flip flops when I moved here because I lived in flip flops in Maryland, and then the first time I was at a fall baseball game. We had only lived here for a month and a half, and I was standing there and I'm screaming like a baseball mom, and I'm like, yeah, because he was 6, so of course I had to scream loud, and I'm like, go, and then I'm like, ow, what is happening? And I'm like, looking down.
In your foot.
No, even better. I had both of my feet in a giant fire ant mound.
Yeah.
By the time I pulled my feet out, I was like, why are ants killing me? And they were murderizing my feet. It was awful. At that point, I was like, I cannot wear flip-flops anymore. So yeah, no more flip-flops for my feet because they will literally destroy me. So we don't wear flip-flops here. I wear flip-flops in the house because I'm old and need orthopedic shoes now. But that's the only time I wear flip-flops now is in the house because they're specialty ones for my
Crocs and thongs. I'm closed that day.
Josh, I promise Mike and Johnny will not be wearing Crocs and thongs. At least I can promise for Johnny will not be wearing thongs.
He ain't wearing Crocs either.
Yeah, he won't be wearing Crocs up. And
oh no,
that's to take care of Mike. I cannot promise. No.
He said we're not open. No watermelon.
I wouldn't be open either. Maybe
oh my gosh, that's so fantastic. Yeah, I think actually you'll probably pass by us, I think, depending on where Mike is, which I think he's east of us. So you'll probably come down.
Well, we're going to Davis, Oklahoma.
Yeah. If we go to Texas, there's a problem.
Oh, you're going to Oklahoma. Sherman's Family Farm is in Oklahoma.
Yeah, they're in Davis.
Yep.
So
Davis.
Oh, okay.
So
So they're coming up.
Yeah. So
Josh,
no,
we do. We go to Texas. We've been all the way down to the Mexican border.
We did javelina hunts down in South Texas.
Yeah, we've been all over South Texas. Kings
Down
Ranch.
That's cool.
Down there on the border is where I believe Monica thinks she's seen that chupacabra.
No, I saw the chupacabra in Maryland.
Yeah, sure you did.
I haven't seen it. I also haven't seen a naked mole. What was it?
There's one naked mole rat things.
I've only seen a naked mole rat on TV.
A naked mole rat is a real thing. Chupacabra is made up.
Yep.
So this
Is it
Cooper,
though?
whatever Cooperacha or whatever.
Cucaracha.
Look up chupacabra. That's real. You ask.
It's real.
Is it kind of like the Bigfoots
I've-
we have here in Oklahoma?
Yes.
It's just like all these Bigfoots, huh? Okay.
Yes. There's a whole
I saw a
Sasquatch
Bigfoot
too.
one time riding a Black Panther.
You don't know. Hey Denise, how are you? You don't know? Chupacabras are for real.
I
Thank you,
don't
Pooch.
know.
They
Thank
are
you,
for
Pooch.
real? Okay, I'm gonna look this up.
They're for real.
Yeah,
It's
there you
not
go.
how you-
So
Not
now
how you mean.
how it means.
Maybe what Monica means to say is a cucaracha.
No, I
Yeah.
saw no, that's a roach.
Now,
I
I've seen
saw.
a cucaracha before.
I have seen
Yeah.
a chupacabra.
You know, they're-
I've seen my sister is my witness. We saw
Your
it.
sister is legally blind.
She's not legally blind, and we saw it. It was in the parking lot
Oh, yeah,
at
wait.
that mental institution, and we weren't.
My
We were-
point.
Halloween.
Hey,
No, we were at a mental institution because my brother played baseball. My brother played baseball, and this Spring Grove mental institution had a baseball field on it, and he played adult, like he was like 18 or 20 or whatever he was, and he was playing baseball. So we went to there, and we were there, and we were in the parking lot leaving, and that's where it was, in the parking lot.
And the bad thing is she's sitting there in the
Right,
parking
Joe.
lot
Did you get
yelling about how she's seen a chupacabra.
Yeah.
And then they wanted to take her inside and put her into the. And I
No,
was
they
like, no,
didn't.
she's with me.
You weren't even with me. You weren't even with me.
She's
It was
with
me
me.
and Mindy. No, don't even try.
24-hour observation.
Yeah.
See,
Their Black
Regina said,
Panther just asked Uncle
Uncle
Sly.
Si. You don't know until you've seen it. I've seen it.
I'd like to have $1 for everybody here that's seen a Black Panther.
You're gonna start something.
Gwen said, when did Eric spring you from the mountain?
Rich dude.
I rescued her. I had to break her out.
No, and there were no mushrooms. There were no mushrooms involved. None.
Are you sure?
This is hilarious.
Did you
I
go
love
foraging?
it.
Okay,
I love it.
so-
We're gonna do this
so-
again.
Okay, so your farm. So on your farm, you have several. I was watching the video when you were moving your cows too, because I think it's cool because we try to do rotational grazing when we can, especially with last year being so bad for hay.
Right.
It was such a really difficult year for us, and we had to get hay from, was it Mississippi? Mississippi.
Wow.
It was insane. You couldn't buy it here, and even when you could buy it, it was outrageous. And then they only had a few bales, and we had to have a lot of bales. So when you do rotational grazing for yours, do you bring hay in at all in the wintertime? Do you need to?
We have to. We don't have enough land in order to be able to rotational graze. I mean, we rotational graze just so we can make it through the summer.
Got it.
We're like you guys.
Yeah.
Hot, dry. We went
Windy.
into last year. We were feeding hay in.
August.
Actually, I think we had to start in July.
Yeah, the end of
Yeah,
July.
we actually fed our first round bale in August of last year.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was like I
So
think
bad.
it was right. Well, the problem is where we got the cattle from. The pasture was completely gone, and the lady had hay over there. So she kept saying, "You need to put a bale of hay out. You need to put a bale of hay out." So I was putting a bale of hay out. See, we bought that cattle herd last year.
Oh, okay.
And I've had cattle throughout my life at various times, but I didn't have any several years when I had cattle when we first got together, and then we didn't have cattle. And then,
I didn't
and
make
then-
them get rid of them.
well, what
Just
happened
clear it
was due to the drought, a lady we know had a cattle herd. Her husband had passed. She had a cattle herd, and she couldn't take care of it, and she wanted to sell it. And we bought half of her cattle herd, and the rest of them went to the sale
They're
barn.
really good friends of us, and her husband, that was a very good friend of ours that had passed on. We wanted to continue that, at least that herd going.
So,
Oh, wow.
so we bought half of that herd, and when we bought them, we had to feed there on that property while I was getting our place ready. I had to go.
yeah, we
I
don't kind of
did
plan ahead. We
an
just do,
amazing-
and then we fix everything afterwards. Like we bought chickens and didn't have a chicken coop, so we just kind of do it, and then we put them for structure.
Yeah, it's like you
That's how we
want
make
you want to
things
buy
happen.
cows. Yeah, where we gonna put them? Anyway, so
Make it work.
so I did a lot of work with a bulldozer. I mean, a lot getting that
God,
place ready
God
for
set us
that.
up
There's
where we had the things we needed, the tools to set us up for these things. That's the way it's always happened. Is we always have things that we need. So we had a bulldozer, you know, and then it worked out perfectly.
So I've got a playlist. It's called Creating Pasture on my channel, and you'll see what all I had to go through in order to make that place ready for cattle.
We both hunt, and we always kept that place where we could hunt, and then our place up here. So we really didn't have a lot of clear. Not much anyway, would you say?
Well, it grew up.
Yeah,
Dad raised cattle on it, and I had to bring it all back. I had to bring it all back to where you could put cattle on it.
Yeah.
Do a lot of fencing, do a lot of work like that. So, but anyway.
Do you think you'll get to that point where you'll be able to rotationally graze them and have the land where it could be where you wouldn't need as much? No. You'll always need hay.
We will always have to have hay because we don't have enough land and we don't have enough quality. If you watch, folks, if you're out there, if you watch the pasture creation videos, you will see that it's mostly rock. I use that bulldozer to actually push the sandstone down into the ground with a track. I tracked everything down into the ground, and the grass is trying to grow over rock. So, you know, it's no, we won't have, but we're going to have hay. I mean, we have our own, we have a hay lease. We have a long-term hay lease. I'm getting ready to drop a video tomorrow that shows our first cutting on our hay lease. Our hay lease is 60 some odd acre field.
And that part of that hay lease too is that because we have a bulldozer and stuff, Johnny's able to clear a little bit more and clean it up the way the owner wants it, you know, so that makes it nice too, him wanting to work with us on that hay field.
That's awesome.
So we'll have plenty of hay, so we can run. We actually probably run more cows than you should probably have on that property, but the reason we do it is because we got hay. I mean, we can.
Yeah.
We want to, if it comes to a point where we need to sell some, we can sell them, or we can restock and we can bring more in. Plus, on this property up here that's 90 acres, I am starting to make it cow friendly too, because it's fenced. We fenced it ourselves, and I'm just going to start clearing it as I can with the dozer while it's here, and we'll create pasture here. So
that's cool.
Our main problem up here is ponds. Getting the ground to hold, you know, to be able to build a pond.
Yeah, because you've done a couple of test holes, and it's not.
Well, we've got one. Well, we've got two over there that are holding water, but you can't go deep. About 4 to 5 feet, you get into chunk rock. Whenever you get into chunk rock, you can't get it to hold below that. You know, the only way I can think of that ponds will work here is if you do a lot of them. Yeah. So if I do several ponds throughout the place, maybe I'll have enough water to run the cattle here.
So how many head do you run now?
Right now we have 16 head.
Okay. Because I was watching that drone footage. Yeah, Eric, he said something about the videos, and I said, yeah, you've seen his drone footage. He goes, is his drone footage better than mine? I was like, well, and my daughter chimed in. She goes, does he crash his drones? And I was like, it doesn't appear that he does. And Abigail's like, then I'd say he does better than you.
No, but on our live, I heard a story that I had not heard before about a drone at the top of a tree or something that he had to get down somehow. And I didn't hear that story till during our live. So yeah.
Isn't that lovely when they like open up with you? You open up right there on the live.
Yeah, I like it.
And you're finding all these things. I've had that happen to me. You don't want to hear about it now because it was one of our very first lives we ever had, like over a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years now. Yeah, it was wild.
Reliving it right now.
Yeah, I'm like reliving it in my head. It was pretty gnarly. It was great.
That's okay.
But you know, needless to say, you know. Yeah, I've seen the cattle moving. I think that was really cool when you showed them moving from, you know, place to place, or the paddock to paddock or whatever. And that's pretty cool too. So, you know, long term, where do you see yourself in 5 years with your animals and with your farm? What are you looking for? What is your not really long term, but 5 year? What is your 5 year kind of goals?
Well, we'll have
retirement.
yeah, meat, meat chickens. We'll have pigs.
Yeah.
That's something she really wants to get some pigs. So we're going to get some pigs.
Get some Durocs.
We're going to keep the pigs up here. I foresee in 5 years we'll have the cattle being able to be moved between the farms, between that farm and this farm here.
Do you see us growing the herd size though?
I think the herd size can increase once we get to the point where I can put them up here. Because we've actually got some pretty good land right here. It's mostly all wooded. If you ever see a video of me flying a drone around here, you're going to see a lot of woods. And but the first thing that we did when we bought this property, I mean, we closed. 2 days later, there was a dozer sitting here.
We were chasing it.
There was the survey guy was here. The survey guy was going around the property putting ribbon up, and the dozer was chasing the survey guy, and we were chasing the dozer with a fence.
And I learned how to build fence.
And we were building fence just that quick. And everybody around us thought, "You're crazy. What are you building a fence for?" I said, "Well, because whenever people stumbling around and they,
neighbor or fence make good neighbors, right?
Good fences make good neighbors, and
they
nobody
do.
can trip over a fence and say, "Oh, I didn't realize that I was on the wrong property." Plus, at any time in the future, we can put cattle. Now, I've always grown up on a property that had a fence, so to me, it's just a thing. You got to have a fence.
Yep.
So.
Tish said, Josh, there will be no thongs or weird looking footwear or attire allowed. Josh is really worried about this, so I don't blame him. Sorry.
Well, that's really cool though. So are you gonna, when you have your cattle now, do you take your cattle and process it yourself, or do you tend it out, or have you done that yet? Have you been able to?
We processor. We have not taken any of these cattle yet. We have a steer that will be ready to butcher soon. It's got to, we got to feed it out. And
we have a really good friend
and I've got a really good friend who owns a processing place. We
That's
call
cool.
it something different up here, but I'm not going to say it on YouTube.
I'd like to
be able to say anyway, he told me, I said, how much notice do you need? He said, for you, he said 2 weeks.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I just set up our butchers for our processing dates for December, 2 for December, and then 2 more for March. And then I got a hog on the books for February. So if I don't do it now, I'll miss that window. So I now know, okay, I've got until December. Now they're really great. And they have lists that you can get on if they have cancellations. And we've got so many that we've been in. We have a really good rapport with our processor. They're an amazing company. And so if we need to, we can call her and be like, hey, we need to get in there in a couple weeks. Do you have any openings? I could literally call each day and say, do you have any openings? Is there any cancellations? And she always tells me, just call me tomorrow. If you need it, if you really need it, keep calling me and bugging me.
That's good.
You're not bugging me. So that's a really good thing to have someone that you can do that with. But
that's
really good.
Sometimes it takes a while.
I found something up here whenever I was at the Okie Homesteading Expo that they had. We have a mobile processor up here.
They have one down here in Texas too.
Oh yeah.
And I did a video, and I interviewed her, and it's a girl, a lady, and she does it by herself out of a trailer, and she said she said she has actually processed a 2,200 pound bull out of that trailer.
She specializes in like injured and
where
like
you go to
your crazy ones.
You can't get it to a processor. You've got something on the property that you cannot catch.
Yeah.
And she comes out there and helps you to get that animal to her trailer, and then she takes care of it right there on your property. And she said awesome. She has openings. I mean, and she's the only one that does it. So I figure she's getting ready to get busy.
Yeah.
Once people realize that she can do that. I looked at her trailer, and she could do everything.
set up
And if
right.
people want to see that, there's a video. It's that Okie Homesteading Expo video that I did. It's toward the end of it, and you can see what she's got going on. And,
okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to put that in my watch later. I like go through all my channels and then I click in watch later, and
I thought it was amazing because I have had, it's a pretty decent sized bull.
Wow, yeah.
And she said that she'll drive, she'll come anywhere in Oklahoma, she'll drive out there and she'll process your animal right there on the spot.
That is awesome.
One time I had a bull in the back of a truck in a stock rack. It was my dad's truck, and I was driving it to the sale barn, and that thing, it was an open top stock rack. You're talking about those brammers jumping your pipe fence. This bull jumped straight up over the front of the stock rack and landed on the cab and the hood of the truck and just crushed it while we were driving it down the road, and rolled off the side and got injured.
Oh.
And I had to put it down on the shoulder of the road. So,
wow.
And,
I'm glad that was before
at
me.
that point, you're like, what do you do with this bull? I mean, he's perfectly fine, except for he injured himself, and you had to put him down. So you got to put, you don't want to just waste it.
Yeah.
So of course I called my buddy and I said, hey, he says, can you get it on a trailer? I said, I can get it on a flatbed trailer. He said, get it on a trailer, get it over here right now.
Yeah.
And we whisked that thing over. I mean, truck's all totaled out and everything. We got another truck, flatbed trailer, winched it up on there and took off. And
just a normal day in Cherokee County.
We got it taken care of, but it's like, if I didn't have that friend,
what would other people do?
We would have just, it'd been a wasted animal, totally wasted.
So this Broke Cowgirl Homestead, she's talking about her Brangus tapped out at 2,500, and he was massive and a big old puppy dog, gentle. That's the way our Danny is. We buy him. We got really lucky with him. He's awesome, and he we're getting ready to have some calves that are going to drop from him, but.
You should check out our video. We've got a bull named Danny.
I love that bull. He's
a big Brangus bull. He came from out western Oklahoma, and he's
beautiful.
He is a beautiful bull.
And
he's a sweetheart.
We've got some of his babies coming real soon, right?
Yeah.
Like
we'll have his first
end of this
month. His first calves should come in
I'm
July.
Excited to see what they look like. But Brangus, they throw low birth weight. And
he will, we've got the other bulls the other calves that we've got, they come out of a big bull called Django. And I'd say he weighed about 2,500.
Wow.
That was the bull that was the herd bull with that lady, with our friend's cattle.
But he was maxed out on his time with that herd.
So he'd actually been with them probably too long.
So, okay, I got to ask you, how long will you keep since you've done this for years, how long do you generally keep a bull on like a herd sire bull? Like how long will you keep one?
This bull right here, we expect we'll be able to keep him about probably 4 years. And it's because we have nothing from him right now. He can breed the cows and he can breed his daughter. And we've got 5 heifers right now that have never had a calf. We got 6 mama cows. So he can breed all of them. And then actually he can breed their female calves. We don't let them go to the granddaughters. So once they get, past that certain point, that's when the bull has to go.
Got it.
So,
because we had bought one of the cows that we had picked out, wound up being a crazy cow that she had to go to the sale like within 24 hours of buying her, I think. And it took a cowboy chasing her down into a mud pit.
We actually had
that was a God thing that she stopped because she was like in another county by the time she was done running. And
Yeah, she ran into a mud hole and got stuck.
Yeah, we got
That's the
pictures
only
of
reason
that.
we got her
He
caught.
showed me pictures, and she's down there in this. Was it
Oh.
like a what do you call that?
Yeah, she
By the river and
she
stuff.
ran away. She had a brand new calf, and
Mm-hmm.
she ran away from that calf. She wanted to be with the calf, but then whenever we started trying to catch her,
She wasn't having it.
she ran through every fence around, and she just
Wow.
kept running. She went over a mile, and then was caught in mud.
Yeah, that's the only way
And,
she
and
stopped.
the cowboy found her and was able to rope her in that mud.
Yeah, Johnny
Oh
got
my
pictures of
goodness.
it.
And
that was a God thing, because there's no way she would have stopped. She would have kept on going.
Well, geez, you should have had a YouTube channel then. That would have been a good video.
Well, we did
did,
have
yeah.
one then, but I didn't video
Kind of in
any
the middle
of it.
of the moment.
It's kind of like, well, do you video or do you try to catch this cow?
Yeah.
This is correct.
If you guys know, everything you do whenever
You have
you're
to wear a
doing
body
YouTube
cam.
takes 10 times longer and
When
it's
you're
20
trying to do
times
a video.
harder when you're videoing.
Because Eric will be like, hey, you just made that. We should do a video on you making such and such meal. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel like it. Because then I'm like, if I say yes, I have to be fully prepared for a sandwich that would normally take me 5 minutes to make tops. I'm talking like toasting the bread, pulling the ingredients all out, putting them on the counter. It would take me 5 minutes start to finish, everything away and back out. If I had to video it, with my husband, who is a perfectionist, which is such a good thing, but he wants the video to be top quality. This man, it would be a 30-minute production.
If you're lucky.
Easy.
So I put out a little short of me doing, it was a stupid little ASMR like short, me making a sandwich, just a little burp, burp. I did that video in like 10 minutes, lickety split, boom, boom. I was like, this ain't going to be Eric quality. This is going to be Monica quality. But I was really proud of it in the end. I was like, this is okay. But I had already made 2 sandwiches before that. So I already kind of had like the idea down, because I made 2 sandwiches for me and then the boy. So it was like another sandwich to add. So I was like, okay, good. I've already done this a couple times. But man, I was like, I should do a video on this. And I'm like, maybe I won't. But yeah, it takes so much more time when you're doing a video on it. So yeah, I agree.
Oh my gosh.
Videoing.
I love to make the videos and stuff, and I put a video out about every 2 days, and I've got a lot of content. I'm always doing something, so that helps.
Yeah.
But every time it's always, I sit there and I think, man, I could just do that. Like I could just open the gate and go, sug, and they run right through, and I'm done, and I'm on the road. Yeah. But here I am putting the drone up, and I'm setting it just right and doing the camera work just right. And then you got all the editing.
But why did you do this? Why did you start the channel?
I started the channel because, and here's the reason why I started, because I grew up with both my grandpas and my grandmothers, and they were alive until I was an adult. And I hated that there is no video anywhere of my grandparents anywhere. There is none.
So we have 4 grandsons.
We have 4 grandsons. And if there was a place on YouTube where I could go and see my grandpa,
would that be not? That'd be cool.
I mean, I'm getting ready to go tear up here.
Yeah, we're not on Tish's show, so don't start.
But anyway, if there was a place where I could go, and see my grandpa on YouTube,
or anywhere,
or my dad, if I could do that,
it's a.
And I told her, I said, whenever we're gone, this stuff will probably still be out there. Maybe.
Yep.
And our grandkids and possibly great grandkids can look back and see that. And that's where it all started. And because you can tell people all kinds of stuff. You can say, I did this and did this and did this and did this. But if they see what you were doing, then it's a lot different.
That's why it's important to me that we do all the things like try to do it the old ways, It's all lost and it's lost art. And I want to, hang on to what we can. That's why I like planting and gardening and all that kind of stuff, because it's just, not there anymore. But
I think it's great. Well, look, you know, when you say that, it makes me think too, because we just went back to Maryland to visit my grandfather, and my grandfather is 91 years old, and some of my kids they've only met him very briefly when they were very young. And so some of my kids don't remember him. And so I was able to take 7 of my 8 kids back. Back in April, my oldest son, him and his new wife, they went there. And so my daughter-in-law got to meet him. And this past time when we were there with my 7 other kids, my son, the older one of that one, he got to have his fiance there. And it was so cool because we got to be there as a group and they got to meet my pop. And the best part was that they got to have experiences with him. Mm-hmm. And I recorded just a little bit of it. But what was really cool is my daughter got him. My son, one of my youngest sons, said, "Hey, can you sing that song that you were singing?" And they got him to sing. It's called the chicken song. And he just said, you know, I don't even know how it started, but, you know, had a little chicken and he wouldn't lay an egg. I pour hot water up and down his leg. Oh, I had a little chicken and he wouldn't lay an egg. But he wouldn't, and he kept going. And then all of a sudden he broke out into this like, and it was maybe but my daughter posted it on my Facebook page and she tagged my aunts and my mom and everybody. And it was like, it just a flood of memories came back for both of my aunts, my mom, and even my kids will never understand. But I heard that song growing up all the time. And it was like, if I have just that one video.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you could spend even 5 minutes with a person, you know, for me, it's my grandfathers. If you could spend 5 minutes with them. Yeah. Just another 5 minutes. And that's what this, I know, here we go. Tish, are you still on here?
We're all going to be on Tish's show.
Yeah.
We all need to go. We all need to go have a good cry on Tish's show.
if you could,
we love you, Tish.
You know,
I know. I love her.
5 minutes. And this right here, this, what we're doing, this is that 5 minutes that our grandkids are going to get to see. Then they're going to be able to look at, you know, they're going to be able to see us long after we're gone. So,
well, the good thing is my kids watch us and make fun of us all the time on Thursday night. So it's good. Usually I have my oldest kid trolling us on Thursday Night Live. So it's always a good thing to know that my kids know we're here and they know that they can see us. So hopefully our grandkids will see this one day and they'll be like, wow, those people were crazy.
Cool.
They may say that, but then
they may say, well,
they're
the smartest.
They'll get to a point in their life whenever they're going to think that you weren't crazy. They're going to think, hey, they knew what was going on. They had it going on. So, you know, we all go through that stage where we think our parents are just total idiots, and then and at the age we realize how smart they actually were.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Okay, Gwen, you'll have to get me to tell you next week. I will tell you the story about the doodle bugs in West Virginia, because there's a story about that right after Eric and I first got married. We've got a doodle bug story for you. So, and if you know that song, Gwen, you need to do a short and sing it for me, because I would love to hear it, because I'm sure there's a song that goes with something that Granddad never told me. But anyway, well, you know, it's so cool to see that, you know, you're building a legacy. You're building something that, even though it's now at this point, because you're saying, you know, you're finally getting to that point where you're kind of living your dream too. It's really cool to see it unfold, and you're doing it in front of a lot of people and letting us see what you're doing too. And it's cool because the things that you're doing, we can learn from. And I hope that we're doing things other people can learn from too. Yeah. And that's what one thing I love about this community is that people can watch all of our videos and have these experiences with us. And yeah, it takes a heck of a lot longer to do certain things, to video it. But I will say it's worth it in the end to catch some of these things on video, because there's going to be a time when someone's looking for rotational grazing videos and they're going to pull up Gilliam Farms and say, these people rotational graze. You know, they're going to pull up a video on how do I pick out a herd sire? And Eric's going to have a video on, this is how I pick out my herd sire. These are the cattle that I keep. So I'm hoping that the things that we're doing are so worth it in the end, and people are really seeing the value in that. So anyway,
I think so.
Well, It is 2 hours and 8 minutes into this. We usually are very prompt. Eric has to go to work early tomorrow because he just told my son he had to be at work early tomorrow, I think. So we should probably be going here. But, we had such a good time with you guys. Thank you so much for accepting our invite, for coming here.
For the invite.
Well, thank you for laughing with us and crying with me and just having a good time, because it's super important to be able to have some of these nights where you can interact with people.
Absolutely.
And new people that you're just meeting and you feel like you've already known them. So thank you for not being super insulted by us and knowing
Oklahoma's #1.
and knowing that,
Oklahoma actually used to be part of Texas, but we let you go.
You're not even a Texan.
That's that lower part of the state that sometimes we don't claim. Sorry for the
Like, literally anytime you ask him where he's from, he's going to tell you West Virginia. So I don't even know where he is right now. Like, I have no idea who he is right now.
I just throw fuel on the fire. You know how it works.
I'm wondering where. I mean, I'm wondering where. I thought you had to have a cowboy hat. I mean, I thought that was part of Texas. You just gotta have it on all the time.
Do you have a straw hat?
Sleep in a cowboy hat.
He's got so many hats. He's a little bougie with his cowboy hats. When his cowboy when it gets real worn, he's like, I need to get a new one. And I'm like, yes, baby.
You can get by with it though. Up here, we got a saying, all hat, no cattle. But y'all got cattle. Y'all got cattle, so you can have all hat.
There you go. Well, thank you guys so much for being on here. Hey, who likes meeting new people and having them come on and instantly be friends?
And they're from Oklahoma. Farmers do.
And farmers' wives do. Thank you guys so much
Thank
again.
you guys so much.
Thank you guys, everybody in the chat. We appreciate you guys so much too. And don't forget to check out all these great